Whoops. Let's pull that off. That should help. All right, man. It's been a little while since we've done one of these. I'm kind of curious exactly how long. I don't know how stable it's going to be. Last time I tested this with some new settings, because my internet's still shite. It's still not what it should be. So I did have to drop like the quality of the stream and stuff and change a couple of settings and whatnot. So it seems to be stable so far, but we'll keep an eye on it. But when was our last one? November 22nd was the last time we were able to pull off a stream. If we can get back into the swing of things, that would be great. All right. We did kick off, though, with Josh Lee. I don't know if he's in here right now. Becoming a legend. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Also, congratulations on those goals, man. Making some huge progress. Oh, God. And then we have Thomas's brick of text that I came in here to, so we'll kind of get through it. And since it's our first time back, instead of whiskey, I actually do have wine this time. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse should have been called Spider-Verse Civil War. Which team are you on? 29.9 or Miles? Miles all the way. Miles suit is heavily damaged, recovers the bruises. Spider-Man 29.9 quarters Miles in alleyway. So you're writing a script. I came into a script. Or a premise idea for it. And then you posted this, I think, in our Discord a couple of times as well. Yeah, the whole opening to Barry. All right, you know what? Fair enough. That is going to probably be the last time that we hear it, though. What's up, everybody? Howdy doing, Mark? How are you? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Let's see. Anyways, you're the reason I'm going to watch The Legend of Vox Machina and Invincible, because holy shit, it looks amazing. So, so you haven't watched either season yet? Season 1, season 1 or what has started of season 2 of Vox Machina yet? Dude, Invincible was insane. It is intense, it is brutal, but it has so much heart to it that it kind of gives you whiplash here and there. Legend of Vox Machina is just raunchy, bloody fantasy fun, and I adore it because it really does, in a lot of ways, feel like what would happen if you. I mean, this is actually the case because this is their D&D campaign that they have in full on their Twitch and stuff like that. But like, it is it is exactly what it's like in your head when you're envisioning what your characters are doing and up to, and just the immature shenanigans that a fun, friendly table can get into. It's a blast, man. I love it. Just finished the Rocky reaction. I'm sure you've seen since, but the celebration is 'cause Rocky went the distance. No one took Apollo to a decision. So it was a big thing for Rocky to do it. Oh yeah, no, I totally get that at the end. It was, these movies are so good. If you haven't seen, I put Rocky 2, and just yesterday, Rocky 3 is now up. I haven't recorded 4 yet, but I'm planning on recording 4 either later this weekend or early next week. And again, Rocky reactions every Friday until Creed 3 comes out. And I'm kind of mixed on whether or not I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, seeing Creed in theaters or adding it once it hits streaming or whatever after the fact. But like, I'm such a theater guy, man. But like, I'm also such a completionist. So like, I don't know how weird I would feel if everything was a reaction on the channel and then Creed 3, I just do a review. So I don't know, maybe I'll put out a poll for that. But the alternative, because regardless, I want to support the movie. So at the very least, even if I don't see it in theaters, I'll at least buy a ticket, I think. and just make sure that they got my money for seeing it. I mean, they're gonna get my money for buying the movie, assuming it doesn't come to streaming, like having to rent it on Amazon or whatever, but I just want to make sure they get their buck. Creed and Rocky are almost the same thing. I mean, we'll see. Got a lot of good content coming your way. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. What's up, Deet? How are you doing? Congratulations for finally getting the chat back up. Thank you, and I am glad. I've missed you guys. What's up, Ginger? How you doing? Welcome. Long time. For the time being, welcome back. Well, thank you, Terry and Joe. Good vibes. I'm back. I'm hopefully this sticks. I would like to get back on our usual routine, because there's been so much. I don't even know where to start. So like, if there's anything you guys want to talk about or get my thoughts on that has transpired in the last 3 months, don't dump everything all in one go, but if there's anything you've been wanting my opinion on that I have not addressed in like a video or a tweet or a post or something like that, feel free to slap it out there. Hope you're doing good, Omni. I'm doing a lot better than I have been, at least. That's for sure. What's up, Darren is in the chat. How are you doing, man? I saw you lamenting the fact that you didn't realize Vox Machina was out yet. Yeah, marketing was a little weird on that one, to be honest, but we'll see. What's up, Chance? To add more, Stallone had a few studios wanting the rights for Rocky. He refused. The dog he was given was his dog, and it was a giveaway, and he gave it away because he had no money. Well, that sucks. Do you have any plans of reading the Invincible comics? It's truly amazing and not too long. Not too long. Too long too? Probably when it's finished, or maybe closer to being finished, because like with Sandman, I do want to read it, but I don't want to like end up getting ahead, or because they've reordered some things and restructured some things, I don't want to end up accidentally spoiling myself if that's something they were going to address later. So either when it's closer to fruition or completion, I'll probably check them out eventually. See how they differ. First time being alive with you. Hello, love your content. Well, thank you. Welcome. It's been a while. We've had a lot of growth since the last time we've actually had a chat. I think like we were at 37, 38, something like that before. We're at 42 something now, which is kind of crazy. And actual whining. Yes, yes indeed. Yes, we are at 42.5. It might say something different on the page. I think it rounds up, because I think we're actually at 42,404 is what it says currently on my live sub count. It feels like a million years have passed since the last chat with all the DC news. Oh my god, yeah, it's there's been so much crap that's happened, man. So again, if there's anything you want me to touch on, just drop it in. I'm not going to read every chat, but I'm going to try to read anything, all the ones that like that need to be addressed, or I should address, or whatever. I don't want to get too plugged in, because I know people probably got people are probably a lot backed up on what they want to ask and shit. Oh, thank you, Hiekira. I love the profile pic. Just want to say that I enjoy your content. Thank you so much for the super chat and just for the comment itself. I really do appreciate that. Also, rest in peace, Jason David Frank. You were my favorite Green Ranger, favorite Power Ranger for that matter, favorite Ranger of all time. And I'm very curious to see what they're going to do in this 30th special, because they're keeping the Green Ranger in there. So I wonder how they're going to explain that. I posited some theories. I've got some other ones that I didn't talk about in the video, but we'll wait until more stuff comes out. You bought it back when Rocky's script was a hit. Well, oh, that's right. Is that what's going on with all the legal disputes that he's had, like the court battles about the ownership, I think, of the first film or something like that. I can't remember. I didn't watch any Invincible or Vox. I saw that there's going to be another season for Invincible, so I got to watch it before it comes out. Fair enough. You're in for a wild ride. I would recommend going in as clean as possible, because the show is very, very, what's the word? Intense and surprising. We back, baby. Yes, we are. Back again. Did you hear apparently that Rick and Michonne show is getting delayed till next year? I didn't hear that, but oddly enough, I'm also kind of not surprised. I did see that they are talking about, or at least that Lauren Cohen and Jeffrey Dean Morgan have talked about the openness that they on Dead City have with crossing over with the other shows. So even though the flagship show is over, like I said before, the world is not done, so there's still a lot of mixing and matching that's going to be happening in the future, at least. So that's one of the main reasons I feel like the finale of the show just felt a little hollow, is because it really actually wasn't done. But it is what it is. What's up, Anthony? So excited for Invincible to be back. Me too. Sometime late this year, at least. Can we talk about Black Panther now? I've been dying to talk about it for 3 months now that you made me wait so long. Oh yeah, we're way past the spoiler mark for that, because remember, I only do no spoilers the weekend a movie comes out, so we're well past that now. I'm doing good there, buddy. I'm doing good. I love to see Jenna Ortega play a Deadite in an Evil Dead movie. Oh, that would be wicked. She would do great. I'm excited to see her again in Scream 6. I wasn't a huge fan of Scream 5. It's not my least favorite, but I didn't love it like some people did. But she's fantastic. From that, Wednesday, her role in X. I mean, honestly, I think those are the only things I've seen her in, was X, and then Scream 5, and then now Wednesday. I think she's great. I would love to see her in more stuff, and she's definitely gotten she's kind of, I don't know if she's typecasting herself or choosing these things herself, but she really seems to love playing around in the horror, macabre genres a lot, because, you know, she's kind of becoming an early young scream queen, man. And I'm all here for it. Long time no chat. Happy New Year, Omni. What's up, Ragu? Hope you're nice and fresh and tasty with the sauce. What's up, Sean? It is wine time. It's been a little while since the last whining with Omni. Good to see you back at it. Welcome back, Larson. Hope you've been well. It has definitely been a long time. Love The Last of Us Episode 1. It's basically what I wanted. It hit all the main points, but expanded on stuff. I'm right there with you. I agree. Like I said in the reaction, the only thing that happened is, like, I like the way that the reveal happened in the game more about Ellie at the end of the episode, and that's it. Everything else, I loved what they did and how they kind of changed things up and what they expanded upon and what they showed. Yeah, man, I'm really excited, and we got a new episode tomorrow, and I cannot wait. My hair is growing. That's how it works. But yeah, my hair grows pretty freaking fast sometimes. Dare, that was to Darren. I'm happy Namor lived. Me too, man. Namor was great. Miss you so much, man. How's your life been recently? I've been so sick, so frequently as of late, that it is ridiculous. But I am mostly in an okay state right now. I'm pretty much back to my normal default state. I'm still coughing pretty frequently, and I don't know if that's just my diet, my reflux, or I still got something going on, or I got lung cancer. I don't fucking know. Anyway. Heather, thank you so much for that super chat. Welcome back. Excited for a new year of fun content from you. Oh, well, thank you. I'm just glad you guys enjoy the content, man. I'm hanging out. Because, like I said, I've said this before. Watching stuff, like, I know it's It's a weird thing being on this side of the camera sometimes to explain to other people, but like when I'm watching something, like to me, you ever watch like a sports game? I don't know my audience, but like a sports game or Friends or whatever, and you just get really into what you're watching in the moment, like with a group of people. Like it's different. You know, when people think about reactors on this side of the camera and stuff like that, they're just watching this by themselves. If I was by myself in a room, I wouldn't be reacting like that. But like the thing about it to me is like when I'm watching something, and I know people do this. I see it all the time. When you're with a group of friends or watching a movie, it's a completely different vibe. There's an energy behind it, you know? So, and like if people can't relate to fiction, I mean, it happens with sports all the time. Your favorite player almost gets that touchdown, but gets like tackled right before they get there. You're going to be like, oh, come on, man. Like, it's what happens. And to me, like when I'm recording, even though I'm alone, like when I'm talking to the camera, it makes me feel like I'm not, you know? And that's just kind of what it feels like. When I'm recording something, like I don't feel like I'm watching it by myself. Like I feel like I'm watching it with you guys. And I feel like sometimes that gets lost in translation or with people that kind of look down upon the whole reaction sphere and stuff like that. And I do think that there are plenty of reaction channels that definitely do fake the reactions, but like if we were sitting down, like all of us were hanging out and we were watching something together, I promise you I will not be quiet. Anyway, that was a little tangent I went on. Apologize. Hype for episode 2 of The Last of Us tomorrow. Seeing them in the open world is going to be great, and we finna get some stealth scenes with clickers. I think we're getting that in this upcoming episode. Now I know there's only 9 episodes total, and I think episode 1 is based on the podcast that I was listening to, the after show podcast. Like it sounds like episode 1 is probably a little bit longer than the standard episode, because I think they talked about they didn't want to end the episode without the Ellie reveal. So they didn't want like that to happen at the beginning of the next episode. So I think they made the first episode a little bit longer. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not gonna read Sean's next comment because it's a spoiler for people who haven't played the game. Where is it? I mean, it doesn't really make sense out of context, but I'm not gonna put it up on the thing. But they did say if they are going to make a season 2, it will follow the second game. So, which I'm not against. It was my birthday on December 8th. Happy late birthday. Got a gaming PC, so I now can watch in my TV on my room while watching live now. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm at a point where I think I'm going to need to either start swapping new parts out or just get a whole new computer at this point, because it's been giving me some trouble the last week or two, so it's kind of killing me. Like, I think my graphics card might be dying. What's up, Toy Maker? Can't remember the last time you streamed, so no idea if you've seen the Christmas Doctor Who trailer or not on the last stream you did. I have seen it now. I have a reaction to it. So if you haven't seen my reaction to it, check it out. But yes, I have seen it, and I am so excited! 16 comics is like the first season of Events. Really? Okay, that's not too bad. Hope you're well. Thank you. Hope you are as well. I'm really excited for this next run with Tenet, man. I really am. So many questions. Most anticipated show for 2023. Well, man, I would have said The Last of Us, but The Last of Us, I guess. Can I say that? It's 2023. It started in 2023. Oh no. Aside from The Last of Us, since it's already started, I'm probably gonna say The Mandalorian, man. If we're talking TV shows. Mandalorian or actually The Flash's final season. Oh no, Cobra Kai's final season's this year too. My God, man, we're losing so many shows this year. Damn. I'll give you a couple. Well, the ones I just said. Mando, season 3. The Flash, season 9, and Cobra Kai season 6. Hands down, easy. Other than that, I don't really know. I can't think of anything else that's coming out right now. I don't know what I honestly don't know what else comes out this year. I know there's some Marvel shows still that come out this year, but I can't remember which ones are actually coming out soon. Wine for the win with Omni. Hell yeah. Just want to talk about the fact that the final season of The Flash isn't really the final season of The Flash, but an improv swan song for the Arrowverse. I don't know about improv, but I hope it's a swan song for the Arrowverse. Is Whining with Omni just a Q&A with chat? I mean, kinda. It's just we hang out. I mean, sometimes I'll do stuff, sometimes I'll game. But it's mostly just hanging out, read the chat, answer your questions, and we just kind of just play it by ear. What's up, Kate? What's up, Therese? Thanks for providing such nuanced reactions. You're one of my favorites. Well, thank you. I mean, sometimes I can be dumb as hell. But every now and then, if a show is actively stimulating my brain and making me think about stuff, something can come out of it. Sometimes I'll just completely overthink it and just completely go off on a whole other thing on my own. But yeah, but I know you guys enjoy that sort of thing. At least I hope you do. Start of Phase 5 upcoming. 27 days till the beginning of a new dynasty. I can't believe it's just that soon. It's that close to being around the corner. It's kind of crazy. What's up, CBM? Good to see you again. And you as well, man. Thanks for showing up. It was a bit of a different from the usual fantasy, but have you followed Warhammer? Interested in what Cavill is going to do with it? I am interested in seeing what he does with it. I don't know jack shit about Warhammer. I read like an article breaking down some of the key, like, oh shit, what's the word I'm looking for? Why am I blanking? Blank? No, that's not the right word either. A lot of the, like, lore, the segments, like the factions, what they're about, and kind of getting an idea of the world and stuff like that. I don't really know anything past that outside before this, that other than I know what the Space Marines look like, because I don't know how you can, like, be a nerd and never at least see an image of them. But yeah, I don't really know too much about the Warhammer lore, so it's gonna be something I'm excited to kind of get into. With him being an executive producer and how much he loves authenticity and accuracy, I have to imagine if something comes of this, it'll be at least a accurate representation of the series, unlike with The Witcher and how much little control he had over there. Speaking of which, I'm ready for season 3 of The Witcher. Just finished The Witcher seasons 1 and 2. Looking forward to season 3. I am looking forward to season 3. I do enjoy it. I'm not a huge lore hound, and I'm much like with everything else, I'm reading the books after the fact because I don't want to get ahead of the show, even though I know the show is kind of doing its own thing now. But that aside, I'm excited for Henry, and I'm excited to see his final season of The Witcher, and I'll stick around and see what they do with Liam and how he does, but I don't know. Blood Origin was not, I had fun watching it, but it wasn't good. To be honest, but yeah. I mean, it was painfully average, I think. Still holding out for a One Piece reaction. Yes, the anime would be a problem to watch. Maybe a read-along instead. Dude, I would be doing One Piece until I die. But I thought about it. I did think about it. It has crossed my mind. JDF is my childhood hero. I'm 34 and still consider him my hero. He's definitely one of them. And yes, I'm also 34. I was 5 when the show came out, and I remember waking up for school and seeing the very first episode for the first time. The whole Green Ranger arc, I was just on edge, day to day as that was coming out. It was insane. But yeah, I love him. I never got a chance to meet him, unfortunately. Thankfully, I mean, like before, and it was so crazy, like within a week of each other, you know, we lost Kevin Conroy, who was a huge hero of mine. He was my Batman. He was the one I grew up with. He was my first interaction with Batman. And I got to meet him before he passed. I never got to meet Jason David Frank, though. But I do have my little Jason David, my Green Ranger, my Tommy Oliver shrine over here with, got the morphers, the helmet, Saba, Dragon Dagger. Then I got all the Funko Pops. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see the 30th anniversary special, though. I'm gonna try to react to it, but their owners, Paramount and all that, I forget who exactly. I think it's Paramount now, but I could be wrong. But whoever their owner is currently, I know it's the same people that own Nickelodeon. They are so anal retentive over stuff on YouTube, so it'll be a lot of chicanery to try to make sure that they get posted. For a minute there, I thought your hair was blue, but it was the lighting. It's the same lighting that we've used before. But no, I get you. And Toymaker, thank you so much for that super chat. Oh, I hope this helps towards the new card. Oh, thank you, man. That really will. That really, really would. Oh my God, thank you. Prices have come down on graphics cards, but they're still gross. Still gross. Oh, thank you for that. That definitely helps. And again, I've said this before, everything that comes in that you guys, you know, super chat that I make from the channel always goes back into the channel. You know, I pay for help with the editing. That's one of the reasons we're to be able to actually do all these movie reactions, the patrons, the YouTube members, we haven't had super chats in a long time because we haven't been able to stream, but that's one of the things that helps a lot. One of the main reasons that we've been able to do more shows at once or do movies as often as we have been as of late is all because of that. I pretty much sink it all back into the channel so that you guys get stuff, man. Oh, it's great. I thank you guys so much. And that can be equipment, that can be editing, that can be all kinds of things, man. But I want to reward you guys as much as I can for your all's help. I really do. Let's see, where were we? I'm rewatching through the MCU at the moment. I'm in phase 2, Winter Soldier. Do I have a favorite MCU movie? That's a hard question, but I can narrow it down to 2, and it really just depends on my mood. And it's either No Way Home or Endgame. And it's purely for the hype moments. I legitimately like No Way Home, though, like the entire way through. But like, if I had a favorite MCU movie, it's one of those 2. It's definitely one of those 2. Let's see. In a recent Hollywood Reporter where they said that Nexstar only wants to renew 3 shows for 2024. Yeah, and they're also talking about hosting live golf on the CW and stuff now as an alternative. I doubt, I would be shocked if we learned that Superman and Lois gets a season 4 at this point. I love that Scream trailer. Like the way they're doing with the New York environment by giving some of us different scenarios. I think Gale's screwed unless the attack scene is earlier in the film. I heard somebody say that the Gale thing is the opening of the movie, which, I mean, they could kill Gale in the opening of the movie. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we saw her with the group later in the trailer too, so maybe she makes it out. I don't know. I just want them to stop killing OGs. They earned their right to live, damn it. What's your playthrough of The Last of Us 2? Share so many of the same feelings as you do. How do you feel about the eventual season 2 of the show? Like I said, I'd be down for it. My only concern is, like, how long is there going to be a break between season 1 and season 2? Because, I mean, there's a huge time jump there that occurs. And I don't know how long they would wait to shoot. But I don't know. There's like an age thing that's going to come into play there that I'm not sure how they'll do it. But I'm totally okay with it. the game definitely didn't upset me in the way that it did a lot of people. Like, it was inevitable. What was going to happen was going to happen. They set it up at the end of the first game and stuff like that. Again, I'm being very vague because I don't know. There's plenty of people that are on the channel that haven't watched it or haven't played the game, rather. So, I'm not opposed to it. I'm excited to, regardless, who knows? I trust the showrunners. I trust the creators. We'll go along for the ride with it. Val and Ross. Yes, that was an interesting little surprise. She's also in Studio 666. I have not seen that, let alone heard of that. I actually haven't heard of it either. I think Jenna Ortega would be great as an X-23. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Jenna is in a Netflix movie you should watch. It's called The Babysitter Killer Queen. It's got a sequel. It's a sequel, so you gotta watch the first one first. I'll take a look at it, or at least look into it. I've been liking Bad Batch so far. Oh, me too, man. Really digging it. It's very light on story at the moment, except for that Crosshair episode. That Crosshair episode was phenomenal. I think that's easily the best episode of the show, this new season, but I'm excited to see where they go with it all. At $10, that Superman Lois will not be renewed or even picked up by Max, despite the hate I get for this. No, I'm right there with you. The longevity of these shows are not going to happen. Which team do you want to win the Sekai Taikai? I know a lot are saying Robbie because he hasn't got a win yet, but I want Miguel because him and Johnny started this, so I think it should end with his win. That's the catch-22 right there. Robbie has not won a tournament yet, and I would like Robbie to win something. But it makes sense for it to close with Miguel in the end. But I don't know. I'll be fine either way, no matter what. But it makes the most sense for it to be Miguel. Once I told my parents that season 6 of Cobra Kai is going to be the last season, they said, finally! Well, screw your parents! No. I don't want it to end, except I do want it to not overstay its welcome, though. Anyway. I missed Omni's companions. Love the Omni community. Aw. I try to keep it chill and civil and nice. I'm glad you guys are having fun. Good to see you. Love your content. I know, buddy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And thank you for the legendary status. Willow was a good time overall. Episodes 1 and 2 were alright. 3 and 4 were pretty good. 5 and 6 were meh. 7 and 8 were really good. Gets to season 2. What changes would you like to see and what should you stay? Fucking better writing. I don't know what else to say. Better writing. That's the problem the show had. Better writing. And fix the goddamn dialogue. But yes, overall, I had fun with it. It was messy. It was sloppy. It was cringy at times, but I'd be lying if I didn't laugh, smile, and have fun with the ridiculousness. And there were some genuinely moving moments and some badass things that did transpire. Especially episode 7 and 8. The Shattered Sea episode, I think, was the best episode of the season. And then the Nockmar episode was also really good. But overall, it was so inconsistent. So inconsistent. Let's see. The more Morgan talks about his DC plan, it feels like he isn't going for a hard reboot, which, given all the other things he is doing, feels contradictory to the decisions he keeps making. I trust James, and even if they keep some of the same actors, that's still consistent with the multiverse as we know it. They can recast some people, they can get rid of some people. Or some people are going to be used in completely new ways. We don't know what they're going to do, and I'm going to reserve any of my judgment until things are actually out. But I trust James Gunn. I think he knows what he's doing. When I'm with a group of friends and watching something, I'm usually more quiet. Fair. I hope you do more reactions with the real rejects. Me and Greg are talking about doing another one soon, but he hasn't decided on what it is just yet. But yeah, we're working on it. He's a busy dude. We both are. So like finding time is always the hardest part. Because we need to carve out like 2-3 hours to set everything up and then sit there and record the reaction, man, from there. So it's difficult setting up some of these collabs sometimes. I still need to watch The Last of Us, so I haven't had time till today. I got a Switch a little over a month ago, and I've been playing Breath of the Wild. Fair excuse. It's really easy to get sucked into that game. It's a lot of fun. I still haven't finished it because I got sidetracked with all the little side stuff. I finished all the temples. I think I've maxed out a lot of my inventory space with the seeds. I haven't found all the seeds. I do not plan to find all those little bastards because there's no point. You don't get anything other than that golden nugget at the end. But I still haven't done my last dungeon, and I haven't went to the capital yet. Still in my file. I'm gonna watch that 90s show, but I haven't watched that 70s show. So don't tell me I know a bad guy for this, but I don't want to watch 8 seasons of it. It will take forever. It's like The Walking Dead all over again. Except they're like 20-something minute episodes. It wouldn't be nearly as torturous to watch 8 seasons of that 70s show as it would to watch 8 seasons of The Walking Dead, technically. I would venture a guess that 70s show would have a shorter run time. But I get you. There will be things you miss, but I don't know that it's wholly necessary as long as you're familiar with the characters from the show, because there is like a buffer and a hand holding involved in this season that comes from the original cast. Have I ever seen the channel J2O? It does not ring a bell. Whoops. Let's do this over here. Is it an O or 0? Oh, okay. So it's a reaction highlight channel. Get the hell out of here. Okay, that's the one I haven't heard of. What's up, Martin? Howdy, welcome. Quite lots of crazy news and some dope trailers since the last time. Recently watched the John Wick movies like a week ago and enjoyed them. Can't wait for John Wick 4 and all the upcoming Marvel projects. Dude, the John Wick films, especially considering when I sat down and watched the first one for the first time, because I was one of those people that didn't watch it when it initially came out. Word of mouth kind of spread. And when I sat down and watched it, I was completely unprepared for just how awesome it was and how tongue-in-cheek and funny it was. And the sequels do not fail to disappoint. I cannot wait for 4. When you have nothing else to react to, I want you to react to Family Ties. It's an 80s sitcom on Amazon Prime. It has 7 seasons. I know Family Ties. I've just never watched it. I've never watched Family Ties, but I do know of it. I'm aware of it. Maybe one of these days. Let's see. My birthday is the day after the D&D movie comes out. Well, when we get there, I'll wish you a happy birthday, assuming I get the chance. John Wick 4 is going to be awesome. I would so hope so. What's up, Michaela? Would I ever try watching Outer Banks? I've considered it. I've heard good things about it, but I've never taken the dive. I'll never say never to a show, but like it all comes down to really 2 things for me to decide on whether or not I'll pick it up. Main thing, am I interested? Do I have an investment in it? And that can change in any given moment. Is it relevant? Is it banging off? Is it something I feel like I need to watch? Like Squid Game, that was a big example. I was like, what the fuck is this? Everybody's just talking about this. What is this Squid Game? And then I was like, so I watched it and I was like, oh my God, Squid Game. And then, and there's just stuff that I feel like watching that comes up. You know, Umbrella Academy was one of those things where I was like, I've not been in the loop. You know, I'm well past missing the hype that is when season 3 came out, but I'll go ahead and start it. You know, I've heard good things about it. I'll give it a shot. I think the next series I'm going to be picking up that's in that vein is going to be Dark. But I've got like an ever-growing list of shows that I will one day maybe get to, but that's definitely one of the shows that I've had recommended before, and I would definitely give it a shot. One day, maybe. Most anticipated show of 2023 is Ahsoka. Is that coming out this year? I thought that got pushed back. Maybe I'm wrong. Mandalorian Season 3. I agree with that one. Okay, we got a second Ahsoka. If Ahsoka's coming out this year, then yes, Ahsoka. Yes, 2023 is definitely going to be crazy, it seems like. Yeah, I saw your reaction to the Doctor Who trailer. Beep looks so cute. Fuzzy white thing with the big ears. Yeah, Beep the Meep. I've heard of Beep the Meep, but I don't read the comics nor have I listened to any of the Big Finish audio dramas and stuff like that. But I've always heard of Beep the Meep, and I guess this will be my first time getting to some experience with the character finally. If you have one character from the Arrowverse return for the Flash final season that has not been announced yet, who would it be? Ooh. I wouldn't have said this because I would have just assumed it would have been a default thing baked into the script. Cisco, damn it. Because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. But they said, but Carlos said that he has not heard anything from them. That could just be like PR bobbledygook, like Andrew Garfield being like, "Hey man, I'm not in Spider-Man." But that would be so weird if Cisco's not in it. Barring Cisco, I would love to see Kara, because Kara and Barry had such a beautiful friendship when they first were introduced together, and I would love to see them close each other out, or at least her be there to send him off, because he was kind of there to welcome her into the world. So I don't know, I feel like that would be a nice way, nice person to include in there. Other than that, next runner-up would probably be Katie Lotz. You know, have Sarah show up, because I like their interaction post-crisis when they were kind of lamenting the loss of Oliver and all of that. Those would be the ones that I would probably go with. My top 3, barring the stipulations there. March is going to be a great month for numbered sequels. Shazam 2, Creed 3, John Wick 4, and Scream 6. Yeah, man, I already forgot that Shazam 2 was that close. Yeah, this year's seems like it's going to be kind of crazy with content. Invincible's going to be crazy. Dude, I cannot wait. I'm glad to see The Flash go. It's a great series. I'm sad to see The Flash go. It's a great series. Me too. I just hope that they go off on a strong foot, man. Nothing's worse for me than a sour finale. We'll wait and see how it goes, but I'm hoping they put their all into it. Ahsoka. March is going to be Wild Holly. March. The John Wick 4, Scream 6 double feature would be amazing, since I love both franchises, and my fear would be that I wouldn't be able to avoid Scream spoilers for 2 weeks. I'll be seeing that day one. So that's an easy thing for me. Would I consider ever playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the channel? If I had the time, man, there's one comment too that got me. It was like, because I took 2 weeks to post another part of God of War Ragnarok. There's one comment that really irked me. It was like, oh, finally, guess we're gonna have to wait 4 weeks for part 4. And honestly, just in spite, and not really, because I've just not been feeling well. I have not felt like picking up and playing a game and recording it for like 3 hours, but like, it almost kind of makes me chuckle a little bit just to spite that person, because I mean, the vast majority of people on the channel don't come here for the video game stuff. I get that, but like, it was just kind of funny to me. But I wish I had more time to play games, man. I wish I had more energy to put into it a lot of the times, because this stuff does take a huge toll on my headspace whenever there's a lot of stuff going on. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game that I've tried to play like 2 or 3 times. I've played the opening of that game like 3 times. open world games are so easy for me to get distracted in. I very rarely ever complete them. But I had so much fun just running around with that game for the little bit that I did. I still have never finished the first one either, which I guess is fine because 2 is a prequel. But I would love to be forced to sit down and finish that damn game because Rockstar makes some very kick-ass games, and one, that game is just gorgeous. So I would definitely consider playing it. I just need to find the willpower and the time. Hi, from Austria? Or Austin? Australia? Aussie chick, Australia. Okay. I gotta read. What's up, Jay? Good to have you back. Thank you, buddy. How are you going? How you doing, man? Saw you running around New York and stuff. Hope you're having fun. Staying safe. I'll say the win with line up with Omni. Nothing much is planned. We just talk. Yeah. How far behind am I in the chat right now? I'm only 20 minutes behind. That's not too bad. We got Secret Invasion, Loki Season 2, Echo, and Ironheart. I think Echo got pushed to 2024 if I remember reading an article right. Out of all those, honestly, Secret Invasion is higher than everything at the moment. I would say, just based on the trailer we got, I am definitely down for Secret Invasion. Right, my level of interest is in the order that you listed those, to be honest. Hey, Sketch, what's up? It has been a while. It has. And we're doing mostly okay. We've only dropped like a few frames. It's not too bad. Busy! How are you doing, buddy? It's been a minute. Your TikToks, they make me jealous. I hate it. But I love it. I've seen the True Detective Season 1. Finally checked it out and it's flawless. McConaughey gives one of the best performances ever. Ever? I have not seen True Detective. I've heard good things about it. I know they switch out people every now and then, but yeah, that is a bold claim. I'll have to fact check that one of these days. Ant-Man 3, Guardians 3, and the Marvels are the films releasing this year. At least the Marvel films that are releasing this year. Out of those, dude, Ant-Man 3 is just like up there for me. Like the Kang stuff, I'm there for it. Guardians, I'm really excited for all 3 of these films, to be honest. But again, this is in, this might be a hot take, but I would say my excitement is in the order there that you listed them. Dude, I'm so excited to see Scott face off against Kang, man. Let's see. Haven't watched One Piece. Thought about it, but I don't know about that life commitment. Yeah, man. Once there's actually an end date, I know there's a date for the release of the final manga chapter. If there's ever an actual release date for the final episode of the anime, I might consider picking it up then. I'm gonna lose brain cells if I watch One Piece. I mean, yeah, because you'll be 100 by the time you finish it. Happy to peek in on stream again after D&D fell through. Hope you and everyone else is doing well. I'm sorry to hear your D&D group fell apart for meeting up today. Ours is, we've been on like a 2-3 week hiatus because people keep getting sick. What are some things you want Netflix to do with the Power Rangers franchise? I don't know, man. This reunion special is something that I'm really kind of excited for. Though I would like a series dedicated to like the older audience, the people that grew up with the show a little bit. Not like, I don't want like gritty Power Rangers, but like something a little more for us. I think that could be fun. Because that thing that fan-made thing on YouTube, I didn't like it. I hated it. That was just too edgy, too dark and gritty, and bleh. It's not Power Rangers. But just something for the older fans, man. I think that could be fun. I don't know. Maybe dive deeper into the lore and the past. of the Rangers and the morphing grid and stuff. Maybe like a Zordon origin story would be cool. Something like that could be really neat. Time to send out Snake again. I took out all my cardboard boxes. He's going to be struggled this week until I order more stuff from Amazon. He was born in 2008, so I pretty much grew up with everything. All the Batman. Prime content time for you guys. I know you're busy, but just a recommendation. Warrior on HBO. Oh, I've really wanted to watch Warrior. Based on the writings and scripts by Bruce Lee, and his daughter is one of the show's creators. It's a really great martial arts crime show. Yeah, I've really wanted to watch Warrior just because of the cast and the martial artists that are in it. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he was, I think, one of the main guys. Isn't he Sub-Zero in the new Mortal Kombat movie? I might be blanking right now, but yeah. Have you heard about the drama with Percy, who plays Xavier on Wednesday? No, I have not. What is going on there? Sean is indeed a baby. At least compared to us. It was a Cinemax. It was on Cinemax, but it got canceled. Brought to HBO, and they renewed it for season 3 later this year. Oh, sweet, sweet. Love the Green Ranger helmet in the background. Hell yeah. No Way Home was my favorite solo MCU movie. Yeah, if you could technically call it that. Do you think Ant-Man and Kang will have a couple of fights or just one? Because I noticed some MCU movies have a hero fight and villain fight a couple times, where there is others it's just a single fight at the end. I think it might be like once or twice. I don't think it'll be throughout, because we have Scott working for Kang for a hot minute, at least. I presume that'll be part of the story, is him accepting the job, maybe reluctantly or for Cassie. And then once stuff turns, then they'll probably butt heads a couple times. Probably get his butt kicked the first time and then come back, and then whatever happens, happens. Good night. Have an important class in the morning. Well, good night, Adit, and good luck with your class. Some people think Ant-Man's gonna die. Honestly, Kang could die. Two multiverse. That is true. That is something that a lot of people haven't really considered. I think a lot of it is because they don't expect Ant-Man to be able to kill Kang. But we've been promised a lot of Kangs. Not the same Kang. So we're going to be seeing a lot of different Kangs. And from what I've heard, Loki Season 2 will have multiple Kangs as well. So I don't know, man. But it really does seem like they are setting up Scott to die, though, from the tone and the vibe of the trailers. But that could be to throw us off. Apparently the Ant-Man 3 full script was leaked online, so got to be careful on Twitter. Oh, I did not hear about that. I will definitely have to keep it close eye on all of that. Have a great day, everyone. About to game online with my cousin. Peace. Well, have fun. Kick some ass. Let's see. Last of Us show looks really good. It is. How do you feel about the Velma show on HBO Max? I didn't react to... Did I even react to the teaser? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I don't remember. I know that the full trailer that came out a few weeks ago, I definitely did not. It is not something I want to watch. The trailer looked cringy as all hell. It did not make me laugh, and just the tone and the vibe and the energy that they were giving off was this holier than thou, look down upon those that enjoy the original kind of thing. Like, it wasn't satire, it's not parody. It's just like it's just turning its nose up at the people that actually love the original. And this isn't about the changes to the characters, because I mean, they're barely the characters to begin with, aside from some very vague designs that are involved. But like, it's just it seems like it's the point. It was written by people who hated or hate or don't give a shit about it. So like, I have no interest in that. Scooby-Doo is also just an innocent, close to my heart property. Leave it alone. Like, I don't want, like, Harley Quinn, you could do this kind of humor with Harley Quinn because that makes sense for Harley Quinn. It just fits. it doesn't fit with a children's cartoon like that to be doing all these sex jokes with these teenagers and stuff like this, and it's just fucking weird. And it's not funny. So I haven't watched anything other than clips that people have posted on Twitter. I have no intention to watch it. Zero. Sorry for the misspells. I type so fast on my PC and I don't check my spelling. I do the same thing sometimes, man. Enjoying your That 90s Show reactions. I keep saying That 70s Show so much. I've managed to avoid it in the actual recordings at least, but like anytime I'm talking about it, I always mistakenly keep saying That 70s Show. Except for that time, I stuttered and almost said That 90s Show. Almost did it right this time and still almost messed it up. Have I finished it? I really like the show. Love Sherry. I've only watched the first 5 episodes so far. Where you guys see episode 3, my reaction to that today. I've only recorded 2 episodes ahead so far. Later tonight, once I'm done with this, once I've had dinner, I'm going to be editing my episode 4 reaction. And then I just got to find time to record the remainder. But I've only watched half the season so far. Oh my god, Velma. I haven't seen it, but everybody has to beat up the Velma show, and there's only 2 episodes. Oh yeah, because it is a weekly thing, isn't it? I think it's weird that Andor didn't have a behind-the-scenes gallery like Mando and Fett had. I don't get why. It was a fantastic show. That's a good question. I didn't think about that. I would love to see the Andor behind-the-scenes stuff. I like The Last of Us more than the second, but still thought 2 was a great game. Could be biased though, because it got Ashley Pike and Laura Vex. So I was looking forward to it from the start. Yeah, voice cast was still top tier. And yeah, that's a good call right there, actually. I can't wait for Ashley's role to show up in the show, because I want to talk about that. But yeah, I had my issues were with the pacing and the structure. I thought there were some segments of the game that were just unbearably too long. I thought some things were dragged out too much. I thought some things were extremely rushed and didn't feel completely earnest. And there was a lot of repetition, and the game was double the length of the original game, which didn't help with some of that those pacing problems. But I think if they had restructured the game or cleaned up the writing a little bit better, I think it would have been fine. As far as this actual story itself, I think that the big thing that happens was a little contrived, but I knew it was going to happen. It was inevitable. The game was great. The game was still good. Anybody that says it was a trash game is just hating on certain things that they did not like. Because objectively, it was a well-made game. I just had some nitpicks with the way that they structured everything. But yeah, it's really good. It's definitely not as good as the first game, but it is still really good. Like, I think I compared it to like the first game is a 10 out of 10. And the second, it was like an 8, I would say. An 8 out of 10 is probably what I'd say. I don't remember what I exactly gave it. It might have been a 7. I don't remember, but it was definitely not perfect, but not by no means. It was definitely above average if we're talking video games. It's below average, I would say, for Naughty Dog, which is still above average compared to any other developer. I haven't watched Willow yet. I'm going to watch it with my parents, but we're also busy at the time. Hope you enjoy it. Gotta agree about Willow. It was weird writing, but I enjoyed it. I mix on Bad Batch. I don't hate it, but it's just a lot of filler stuff this season. And I know Clone Wars had a lot of filler and fluff too. I guess I just don't care for that type of show structure. That's fair. That is completely fair. I just enjoy seeing the world and these characters just kind of be in it. I believe in James Gunn to make people happy. Exactly. I'm watching Bad Batch because of you, of course, and it's getting pretty good. I'm behind on Doom Patrol. I only saw the first episode of this season, or the first episode in general. This season I'm really enjoying. So excited for the sequel in May. Gonna buy. Hell yeah. Ah, man, I still can't believe that's coming out so soon. Greetings from Berlin, Germany. Well, shout out to Berlin. What's up, Nadad? I probably messed up your name. I'm sorry. Nenad? I finished 2 of the Divine Beasts, got the Master Sword, completed the map. There's still a lot to explore. There's so much to explore. Ever since the last one with Omni stream, I've been watching The Walking Dead. So far, I'm 5 seasons in. I feel different. Expand upon that. Yeah, I won't know any of the characters in that 90s show, but, you know, I'll enjoy it. Fair enough. Will you watch both Rocky 4 or only the theatrical version? Both versions of Rocky 4. I'm going to watch, I think, just the released version first. I don't think I'm gonna react to both versions. I might watch both versions on my own time, but as far as reacting to it, I'm probably gonna do the main one that everybody pretty much watched right out of the gate. I think that makes the most sense to me, but I definitely don't have the time to react to both versions. And I also feel like that would be very redundant for a reaction, you know? But I'm gonna watch the release version for the reaction, then I might watch the director's cut in my own time. John Wick 4 is filmed in my hometown of Berlin. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Maybe you can, well, it's probably already filmed. I was gonna say, maybe you can see Keanu Reeves. Too late, though. I think they've already finished that, though. I think James Gunn will make good choices. Also thinks he will make sure to keep his wife in the DCU, and Twitter will attack. Oh yeah, she's not going anywhere. Thoughts on Umbrella Academy? Love it! Love it. It's so much fun. So much fun. Hate shows that have like 7 seasons. Takes a while to watch and have other shows to watch. That's the thing, man. TV's going to TV, and there's so much TV to TV right now. Hope if Sydney comes back for Scream 7, that her husband Mark Kincaid is in it. Because I liked him in 3, and because he's never been seen again. I just want them to leave Sydney alone. Leave her out of it. Do not bring her back at all. Just stop it. Because if you bring her back, she's on the chopping block. Like, she could be, there's a possibility some bold ass writer is going to be like, I'm going to do the edgy thing and I'm going to kill Sydney, and I'm not going to be okay. I'm not going to be okay. Leave her out of it. Kind of feel there sometimes the seasons are hard to watch. I think that was for, yeah, that was for It's. I'm started watching Arrow in like 2018, and season 4 almost made me leave. See, I didn't hate season 4. I don't love it, but I there was no season of Arrow that ever made me want to stop watching Arrow. For me. First time subscriber here. Welcome, Hero's Journey. Welcome to the stream. Lucky enough, this is the first one we've done in 3 months. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Had some sandwiches, watched some Attack on Titan reactions before getting the stream going. Got my wine. Feeling okay. Got stuff to edit tonight, though. I'm not looking forward to that. Season 7 or somewhere, Glenn died. It made me leave. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, shit. That's so fucked up. That's so messed up. Fuck. And then I mean, he already read it, because obviously this happened so long ago. Sean be like, I'm only watched 5 seasons of The Walking Dead. Man, Glenn dies. Oh my God, dude, savage. How dare you? Oh, Sean, I'm sorry. God damn it. Anyway, if anybody had read the comics before, they all knew that was going to happen. But yeah, that was oh God, I'm sorry, Sean. That sucks. Just forget it. Delete it from your brain. Savage. In here, living up to his name. Shows I'm looking for this year: Doctor Who, obviously, Heartstopper 2, and Beyond Paradise. What's Beyond Paradise? I haven't heard of that one. Heartstopper, I do have a couple people that have asked me to check it out, but I don't know, man. It's just not really up my alley. Like, it seems like something I might watch in my own time, but I don't know about the channel. You know, maybe one of these days. I've heard nothing but great things about it, though. And yes, Doctor Who, huge anticipation. God, I'm still like reeling from what Sean just experienced there. That sucks. Like Joker do. Play One Piece Odyssey. I'm watching a full gameplay and it looks good. I would have to watch the show before I play any of the One Piece games. I gotta go, Omni. I really enjoyed chatting with you again. I hope that you'll be here next week as well. Love the content and hear your thoughts. Have a great rest of your day and take care, bro. Take it easy sometimes. I really do appreciate everybody kind of popping in. Hope you take care of yourself and hopefully we'll be back on our routine. I mean, so far, today with the changes I made to the settings, like we're holding strong at the moment. We only had like some baby hiccups. That's fine. Kate, welcome. Awuga, Himlo, Omni. Were those sounds? What? I'm sorry. But welcome, Kate. Hope you're doing well. A-Man would be the first hero to fight Kang. Me in theaters, ready for it. Whatever react to Supernatural. I want to. I do want to. But that's another one of those shows, much like what Savage has been saying. It's what? How many seasons does Supernatural have? It's a lot. And they're like 20-some episodes. How many seasons of Supernatural? 15! Good damn! How many episodes is that? How many episodes? 127. And those are like 40, 45-minute episodes. Jesus! I'll watch it one day, but I will be watching it forever. Son of a bitch. I want to. I do want to. You could do something different with the Power Rangers. That's true. Please watch Tulsa King. Highly recommended. I've heard of that show, but I don't know at all what it's about. Watched the first episode of The Last of Us live, and it was brilliant. I know it's just the first episode, but damn. It was so good. It's so good. I wish I could just certain moments of the game out of my mind. I wish I could just forget the game and watch it for the first time, because knowing what the stuff that's coming does kind of suck a little bit of the tension out of it. But like I said in my reaction, if you watched it, they did a really good job at changing just enough to like purposefully mess with people that have played the game, which I'm all there for. I was born in 2005. I'm old, dude. I was born in 88. Out of here with that. Morbius should have been on your list. 10 movies, Omni, you're crazy. No. The Lady Ahsoka fought in Mandalorian is the goddaughter of Bruce Lee. I did know that. I did know that fact. I turned 40th on the 12th of January. Y'all are babies. Still pretending I'm 39 though, as you do. Also, happy belated birthday, Ragu. Everybody loves a nice aged sauce for the spaghetti. Nah, Velma is weird. Shaggy ain't Shaggy. Has a different name. Hate it. No Scoob. That's another thing. The reason there's no Scoob is it just shows me they're bad writers. And technically, Shaggy's just his nickname. His name is Norval in the show. I was gonna say in real life, but like he just goes by Norval in the show. But when they said we're not having Scooby because a talking dog doesn't make sense, that's just stupid. And I was like, one, you're already changing all these other things. And I was like, you can't just have a dog. Like, if you're doing all this other stuff and you want to chant it in, like, just have Norval have a dog. It doesn't have to talk. Just have a damn dog. Like, how hard is it to just insert a normal dog into your story? Like, it was so inconceivable that just having a dog exist in this show with this group of teenagers makes no sense. And it's about solving a murder. He can sniff shit. Just have a dog be a dog. He doesn't have to talk. God, it's just incompetence. Jesus Christ. No Scooby is an instant no for me. Shaggy is like the least worst character in the show that it looks like. That's, from what I've seen, he seems like the most sensible character. I'm not a full-on Marvel aficionado by any means, but Kang to me either sounds like Krang from TMNT, or I think of the red and blue Kangs from the Sylvester McCoy Doctor Who Paradise Towns. I don't remember them. Red and blue Kang. Doctor Who. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this story. But yeah, no. Definitely not like either of those. Well, Krang is an interdimensional entity, so there's that. You seen Velma yet? No. It's baffling how bad it is. I'm gonna keep watching it because there's nothing else on. No! Everybody stop hate watching it. It became one of their biggest watched shows in animation. They're gonna think it's a good idea. There's so many people hate watching the show just out of curiosity, and it's just gonna get a second season. Ah. Have you heard have you heard a lot about the Cap 4 news? I have not seen anything. Someone said that Harrison Ford's Red Hulk will be front and center in the marketing. I thought his Red Hulk was going to be in Thunderbolts. Also, what's up, Stixie? Ashton Kutcher on That 70s Show made me realize he could play a good Human Torch. I would never... I don't think he would ever pop into my mind as somebody I would cast as a Human Torch, to be honest, but yeah. Love a reaction to The Last of Us. Thank you, Rach. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. So many people in The Walking Dead die, and it makes me sad. Never stops, man. Never stops. Tom Holland could play a good Aqualad. I don't know about that. Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, the Velma show must be really bad to get a 1.3 rating on IMDb, lower than Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh, I don't trust those things. It deserves that rating. But, like, I don't know how much of that is just, like, people dropping it once and stuff, but it's still crazy. Last question. Are you looking forward to the second part of Bleach? I loved how they handled part one. It seems like they've done really well with everyone who gave it a watch. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for... I forgot that comes out this year. I'm still expecting that to be farther away than it was. I'm excited for part two. Part one was really good because I was really hoping that this animating this arc would make me enjoy it more, because I've said this many times in my reactions. I didn't like this arc when I was reading it. It was just so drawn out, and convoluted and boring at times, it seemed like. So far, the animation has 180'd me on all of those sentiments. Also, Attack on Titan, final season, part 3, part 1. Sometime this year. Can't wait. I'm Holland Chris Pratt as Aquaman and Aqualad. That would be an interesting combo, but I don't think that would be... I would not back that up. What I can tell you is the Rocky IV Director's Cut felt like a completely new movie. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to decide. I'm gonna have to record it soon. I was gonna say, well, I could put out a poll, but I don't think I have time to really let enough people vote on it. I did pause it in the comments because somebody did bring it up, and I saw a couple people say that just watch the theatrical because most people watched it. I think that logic is kind of sound, so I think that's going to be what I go with. How much you want to bet that the Fantastic Four will be mutants and something in the movie will unlock their powers, like going to the quantum realm? Possibly, maybe, who knows? Once I first watched Arrow, I loved it, and now I still care about it, but not as much. It's still a top 10 show for me. Still a top 10 show. Dude, some people on... Dude, anyway, there's this comment on my That 90s Show episode 3 reaction that came out today. It's like, while I like seeing the episodes, I don't think anyone wants to hear you laugh while you're wasted laugh like you're wasted while trying to hear what's going on. Like, what the fuck? Then goes on after everybody's like, dude, this is a reaction video. Like, everybody's like, what are you talking about? And then, like, this guy replies, doesn't mean we have to like it. We all know he's watched it before the video was made. I don't know why anybody thinks that about that. It's like, why? That's so much effort. The volume of the show should be louder and his volume should be turned way down. I was like, what the fuck are you on, man? Oh, God. And then he was like, if I had known it was a reaction video, I wouldn't have wasted my time. And I was like, it's in the thumbnail, it's in the title, it's in the description, it's in... If he skipped my entire 2-minute intro, and it's even in the timestamp, it's even on the chapter. Like, how do you have to... What? What? Oh my God, dude. What an idiot. Sorry. Jesus. Anyway. Anyway, skipping through. There's a lot of back and forth on here. Let's see. Oh, God. I don't know what's happening. There's just a lot of one letter, one word responses on here. What the fuck? Luke Walker is talking in one words. I hate toxic fandom, but if there's a line in the news screen that Sydney was killed, I'm going to be really mean online. Yes, right there with you. Sydney is one of those few characters where I'm just like, the whole point was her surviving. If you're going to continue, just leave her out of it. Let her live her life and let this reboot be a reboot. Let this killer focus on the new survivor. Create a vendetta with them. Leave her out of it. God. Would I sacrifice a Deadpool 3 for a Spider-Man 4 or vice versa? I think I'd rather have, I don't know, man. Like, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 or a sequel to No Way Home with Tom Holland. Clarify that, and I'll give you an answer. It's Death in Paradise spinoff, my dude. Yeah, they are currently filming season 14. Paradise spinoff. I don't know what this was in reference to. Season 14 of what? I'm so confused. You know how Azazel, the red teleported, could just teleport? What if they take his power in the MCU and give it to Mephisto? That wouldn't make sense. Mephisto doesn't need that power, technically. See, that'd just be weird. Ask you something. Ask away. It's another Glenn trying to help. Is that a cloud figure from FF7 behind you? Yes, it is. Actually, 2. Oh! It's been a minute, so hold on. So I've got some new pops. So we got the holiday special gang. Because the second they announced that, I was like, I have to get Mantis, and I have an issue in my brain where I have to get a set if I see a set. Hey, you're not. But we were just talking about bleach, so I'll bleach it. All right, so I got a Dayska. I got a Dayska. Qualified Ichigo. And my favorite of the Espada, Okiora. Bitch. Oh, crap. That's the one you were probably calling out there. I've been putting it off for a long time. I need to just like do like a walkthrough of all the shit in my room, in my office. Since my yearly tradition TV, the Arrowverse is coming to an end. I picked up Doctor Who, and I'm watching 1 episode a week. That should last me a while. Yeah, that's going to last you quite some time. I did see that you were getting into... How far are you right now? I feel so bad for Sean now. He didn't know what happened. That's so true. Heartstopper is great, but if it's not your thing, that's fair. But it's worth a watch for a feel-good TV. And yeah, Beyond Paradise is a spin-off from its parent show, Death in Paradise. I've not heard of that either. Well, Omni's back on Saturdays. It's back on the Saturday saddle. Yeehaw! The X-Men team I won the MCU is Vanisher, Colossus, Wolverine, Mystique, Professor X, Nightcrawler, Beast, Iceman, Jean, Cyclops, Quicksilver, Storm, and Gambit. It's not a bad team. Not a bad team. Just checking in. Been loving your reactions to Rocky lately. Can't wait for you to watch the Creed movies. I'm really looking forward to them, man. I really am, because I just like Michael B. Jordan as an actor, and the hooker that got me was I've really been loving a lot of this, everything I've been seeing Jonathan Majors in, and then just seeing those two together in Creed 3, I was like, man, I guess I should just finally watch this shit. And I've been really loving it, man. That Mickey moment in 3, that busted me up, man. 15 seasons. It's a great team choice. I love the X-Men. Me too. I watched Supernatural during the summer vacation, so I have lots of free time. What if after Multiverse Saga, it's the Ultron Saga? Remember in Homecoming how Spider-Man pulled the Ultron head out of his backpack? Maybe it could be more, make another Ultron, and that could be big. I think we can get away from it. True, started from 2005. What are we talking about? Tulsa King is good. Its producers is Yellowstone, and Sylvester Stallone is in there. He's the best part. Okay. I think I remember hearing something about Stallone being in there. I also hear amazing things about Yellowstone. I have not watched that at all either. There's just so much stuff that there's not enough time. No Way Home didn't have the characters from the Raimi and Webb versions and replaced them with different villains and heroes. Would it have been loved as much? Probably not. Probably not. I know you want to avoid watching Campaign 1 of Critical Role to avoid Legends of Vox Machina spoilers, but any plans of watching Campaigns 2 or 3? Well, I had watched, I think, like 3 sessions of Campaign 3 or 4. Somebody in the comments was like, dude, Campaign 3 has spoilers for Vox Machina, be careful. And then they were like, if you want us to avoid spoilers for Vox Machina, campaign 2 is the safest. And I haven't started campaign 2 yet. But because I just don't have the time to listen to it as much, so I don't get through the episodes as fast. Instead, what I've been doing is going back and listening to campaign 1 before the events of Vox Machina, because there's like, what, 20-some sessions, 20, 30-some sessions that take place before the actual show starts. The storyline the show starts in, is my understanding. So I've been trying to watch those, but my God, the quality in those old episodes is rough. I don't remember a lot of the game, thankfully, and only I remember one thing from Last of Us 1, but I won't say it. So say Morbius, that's in my top 4 favorite movies. Turning 49 this year, hell yeah. I'm not. I'm 93. Born in 93, or you're 93? From 93, hang on, man, keep going. Hold on, his name is actually Norval. How the hell did I not know that? Yeah, it's Norval Rogers. I think, if I remember right, his last name. Shaggy's just his nickname. I'm so excited for Tennant returning to Doctor Who. He's my favorite Doctor. Oh, I'm just really excited to see how they do that. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, Darren's just watching this for the first time. So, whoops. We're on a roll today with spoiling shit for people who's watching stuff at the moment. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Son of a bitch. This may be crazy, but what if Henry Cavill was Mr. Fantastic? That would be wild. That would be interesting. Talking dog doesn't make sense. The live-action CW show has a dog. Did you know that Rocky 3 was supposed to be the final movie, but Sylvester Stallone, I don't know why I added his name when you didn't even put it there, continued the series due to its success and admits he ran out of ideas after Rocky 2. Oh God, that's not great news for what's to come, but I've heard some people like just, I can't remember if it was 4 or 5. I did see like a comment that was like, just skip 5 or skip 4, whichever one it was. There was one that people were just like, you don't even watch that one. I'm going to watch them all. Regardless, I want to see the whole journey for context, but we'll get there. Have I been interested in playing D&D on at all in your free time after watching The Legend of Vox Machina? Oh, I've been in an active campaign for 4 years now, I think, give or take. Oh yeah, I play. We haven't played the last 3 weeks because we've had a couple people at the table get sick, so we're waiting for everybody to clear up before we meet again. But yeah, we do weekly to bi-weekly sessions, give or take, for sure. Born in 888, hell yeah. I'm loving the Scooby-Doo passion coming from you in the chat. Right? I grew up on that shit. I don't know about all of Twitter because Twitter is going to Twitter, but I grew up on Scooby-Doo. It was one of the shows as a child I watched every day. All the reruns. I swear to you, I've probably seen every episode of the original Scooby-Doo run. And I loved it. I love it. So even Scoob that movie rubbed me the wrong way, and some of the things that they did and changed in there. I was like, that was really frustrating. But my Hanna-Barbera, I'm very protective of it. But yeah, I'll at least say that I feel like I qualify enough to be very upset about it. Oh my God. Where'd I leave off? What if Shaggy does drugs so only Scooby talks to him, so thinks kind of like Klaus and Ben? That's another thing. I thought about that too. That's another way to make it make sense. But they went like the straight and narrow route, I think, with Shaggy. Every clip I've seen about him in the show, he seems very like anti-drug almost. So I don't know what I have no idea what they're doing with him. What's your list of most anticipated hyped Marvel projects coming up, in my opinion? Ant-Man, Guardians, Marvels. But if we're including shows and that, so it'd probably be Ant-Man, Guardians, Secret Invasion, sorry. Are we talking just this year or just in general? I'm just going to do this year because there's just way too many otherwise. And then Loki 2, Marvels, and everything else. Out of everything they've announced, is Daredevil. Daredevil is number 1. Daredevil Born Again, number 1. Above every movie, every team up, Daredevil Born Again is my most anticipated. Who's winning, Blade or Batman? Oh, I would give that to Batman. I would definitely give that to Batman, personally. And Batman could also beat Venom because he's got Sonic Batarang, so that would eliminate the symbiote from the fight. So many amazing shows getting canceled. Velma likely getting renewed is such a slap in the face. Oh my god. Yeah, and it's extremely possible because everybody's hate watching this thing right now. And this has been my fidget spinner, fidget toy that I've been playing with on my desk for like weeks now, just because I got it out for the Doctor Who reaction and I've just not put it back with my other screwdrivers. If you could pick, hold up, we may have crossed into, I should be on a loop, so the music should repeat. I'm worried about it going on to anything that might not be copyright protected. If you could pick a cast for the Fantastic Four characters, who would be your dream cast? I'm not great with castings, man. I'm sorry. But off of the top of my head, if I had a dream cast, I'd be playing Sonic Adventure 2. Anyway, that was a stupid joke. I'm sorry. Dude, I mean, I might default to like what a lot of people have said. I do like the idea of, why can't John Krasinski and Emily Blunt as Reed Richards and Sue Storm. And then for Johnny Blaze, god damn it, man. Human Torch. These people, they have too many similar names. For Human Torch, Zac Efron. Fuck it. For Ben Grimm, Dave Bautista. Batman always wins the second round. That is also true. I saw something that scared me, but I liked it. Chris Pratt as Oliver Queen. I mean, I wouldn't say no, but I can't see it. I was going to peek at Velma just to get an idea why people hate it, but you make a good point. Watch clips. Watch clips. People clipping it. Watch those. Just don't go to HBO Max and click on Velma. If you're just watching it to hate watch it. Connor Jason Sudeikis as Reed Richards, Emma Stone as Sue Storm, Daniel Radcliffe as Human Torch, and Jason Segel as Ben Grimm, and maybe Adam Driver as Doom. Adam Driver as Doom would be a nice choice. Probably will see the first episode just in case, though. What's up, Sketch? Have you seen or heard of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated animated show? Yes, I have heard of it. I haven't watched much of it. I've seen like an episode or two. What's New Scooby-Doo was the last Scooby-Doo series I really watched. You gotta react to a compilation of all Rocky references in Cobra Kai now that you've seen Rocky. I will have to do that. Imagine Bradley Cooper as Batman. That's not bad, actually. Loud typing. What Disney show was your favorite? Honestly, Girl Meets World is my favorite, or Jessie. I don't know Jessie. Disney show? Like, are we including animated? If we are, dude, that's tough. Man, that's hard. I can give you a top 3. If we're talking, like, everything. Animated, live action, all of it. I mean, it's all going to be animated for me, but Darkwing Duck, the DuckTales reboot, or Kim Possible. Like, those are easily my top. The sound of typing is so satisfying to me. For sure, right? It's like ASMR for typing loud. Oh God, it really was. Bro clicking blindly and continued watching. It's the first minute. Oh God, you know you could play the next Superman? Know who could play the Superman? I don't know. Laughing at a sitcom. How dare you! Don't worry about it. I remember when I was asked I was getting paid when I had done a reaction. Love the block button. What are we talking about? Sadly, I'm late. It's all good, Helga. Whatever. I mean, I'm behind when I'm reading this, so like it takes me a little while to catch up, so I don't know what we were talking about when you sent this in, but just whatever you want to. Whatever you want to bring to the table. We're talking about a little bit of everything. We haven't done one of these in like 3 months, so there's just a lot of stuff to catch up on. There's no real topic I'm focusing on or anything like that, so just throw it at the wall and we'll see if we can talk about it. Yeah, I would hate if Sydney died. Well, me too. I've never seen the Scream movies. Check them out, man. They are so good. They're my second favorite horror franchise. Rewatched a show called The Awesomes on Hulu, and it's more violent than I remember. I've heard a couple of people tell me to check that out. Again, so much stuff to watch. I would end the directors if they killed. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I would definitely be bad. All right, Omni, I have to go. Wish I could be here longer. There are some things I would like to ask, but I'm at a birthday party right now, so have a great day. You should be focusing on the birthday party. But yeah, hopefully everything stays fine. We can do this again next week. And ask me then, buddy. Or drop it in the comments or Discord or whatever, and I'll try to get to you. Me counting down the days to Spider-Man 2 PS5. Oh my lord, I cannot wait to play that. The first one it's my favorite superhero game. Hands down. And I'm a Batman guy. I think it's better than all the Batman games. I think it took, even if it is like derivative of those in the style of game that it did all the things better, in my opinion. Always love the idea of a payday like anime. Literally just a series where people rob banks, power scale, and will be outwitting and fighting guards. Something about that sounds like one. That sounds like there is one. I thought there was one that sounds somewhat similar to that came out on Netflix a few years ago. I don't remember what it was called. All right, have to start work. Bidet, 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 bidet. Nice. Bidet. Omni has legs. Yes, I do. Loving your That 90s Show reactions. How are you enjoying it so far? It feels so much like the original. I'm only 5 episodes in myself that I've recorded so far, and I'm having a blast. It does take a little while. Like I said in the video, it's going to take a little while to get used to the new characters, and it's also their first time on screen together. So like, they don't have the benefit of having all this time to like get used to one another and build this chemistry. But I've noticed the further we go along into the season, the more they feel like a unit, and the more I'm just really kind of vibing with them, you know. Ozzy still kind of runs that line sometimes because he is very out there in a lot of ways, way more than like Fez ever was, because Fez was always like our LOL XD character originally, but like Ozzy takes it to the next level sometimes. But like after episode 5, I think it was, yeah, I'm really enjoying the entire cast. I think the person so far that I've seen out of the first 5 episodes that really hasn't gotten much attention at all is Nate, and he's just kind of the dumb guy. That's kind of all he's been around for. But I'm okay with that. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but I'm really liking the group overall. I was so close to buying those. Oh, I thought you said, I don't know why I read this. I was so close to buying a house. I was gonna be like, oh, really? What, why? What made you just kind of turn around and do that? But you're talking about, I assume, the Guardians Funkos. Yeah. Oh, I just noticed the Pokemon section behind you. Yeah, and I've got it kind of in an organized kind of way. I've got some X-Files stuff up here next to my Doctor Who stuff. And then I've got my Star Wars Pops down in this corner. I got my Revan mask, my Revan holo deck, my Revan lightsaber, my Sith holocron, Then you have all my anime stuff in that corner. Well, anime and then Ninja Turtles. I didn't have anywhere else to put them. Didn't make sense to put them anywhere else. So I just put them over there. All my anime stuff. Then all of that, we've got like a small corner of video game stuff. Resident Evil 5, Destiny, Sekiro, Pokemon, and then that Pokemon shelf right there. And then aside from 3 Doctor Who pops in that corner, the rest of this is Kingdom Hearts. That's not true. We got our Final Fantasy VII corner. We've got my X-Files pops over there, which technically they should be over here based on what I just said. A couple miscellaneous animated pops. All my Power Ranger pops. Some more Star Wars. More Power Rangers. Kevin Smith. Some more Star Wars. My favorite TV show, guys. So we got my Oliver Queen, Flash, Daniel LaRusso, Johnny Lawrence, Zuko, Eddie from Stranger Things. Got a Batman thing, my Power Rangers corner, Halo, and then a Darth Vader helmet. Oh, kind of creaked my neck doing all that. I'll do a walkthrough one of these days. I might just pre-record one and put it out for everybody. Because I don't know how to feasibly just do it in the moment from this, because my camera is mounted over here. Cool Guardians holiday set. And then they just, yeah, on top of that, they just announced the whole, like, Guardians 3 set now, so I wish I kind of might have waited. Well, FF7 is one of my favorite video games, closely followed by FF10. FF7's, I would say, my second favorite. Kingdom Hearts is my all-time favorite series. I don't know if I can peg it down to one game, if I had to pick out of the set. Probably 3 or 2, but, yeah. Funny story. The only reason that I had an interest, Final Fantasy VII was the very first Final Fantasy game I ever played. The primary reason that it caught my eye and I wanted to play it is because on the box art, Cloud looked like Super Saiyan Gohan. That's it. That's all my child brain needed. I was like, oh, he looks like Super Saiyan Gohan. And that was it. Got a demo disc in the mail once, played it, played the game, rage quit because I was too dumb to figure out how to get past a certain point, and didn't really revisit it again until I had the same problem with Kingdom Hearts. If I told you what I did to get stuck in both of those games, you'd be like, wow, that child was stupid. It's so laughably embarrassing because both games I didn't finish fully until I was in high school, when I finally decided to go back and revisit them. And it's so embarrassing, like, why I wasn't able to finish it. Okay, it did successfully loop. I was worried about the music there. Sixy or Kraglin? Kraglin. Or Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon. Never seen someone have so many Funko Pops. Dude, check Connor Universe. That kid has so many pops, dude. Oh, it's insane. Don't want to show off my chess set? I mean, I would if I could take it. It's still in the packaging, so I don't. I want to show it off because I haven't even I posted like pictures of me opening the box and stuff, but I really don't want to show it off until I can actually set up all the pieces, which is kind of where I'm at, because I really do. But like, it's just without having it set up, like I just don't. It's like, ooh, there's some pieces and there's some marble and some gold. It's so good though. Howard the Duck? Hell no. Josh Myers could play Superman if they weren't going younger, but Nicholas Hoult could be good. I think he's too scrawny, man, just to be honest. I mean, he could bulk up, I guess, but. What do you think John Kent's arc will be for this season, and will you give Gotham Knights a shot? I will watch Gotham Knights pilot probably by myself. I do not plan to react to it. Because honestly, once the Arrowverse is finished, I pretty much only plan on watching Superman and Lois. But we'll see. We'll see. Well, see. Chess set. You said chess set. Oh, because it's not technically a chess set because you can't actually play it. I see what you mean. I thought you were correcting yourself, but this past Sunday I started season 2, David Tennant. Well, there you go. There you go. Hopefully didn't spoil anything by that one. It's definitely not a Glenn spoiler. It's not that big of a reveal. Please do a show and tell of your collection. I don't have the time to go through everything, but I will probably do like a walkthrough, like I said, of all the stuff in here. Who's your top pick to play the new Aquaman if Jason Momoa plays Lobo? Well, according to his new tweet, this is hot topic. This is like a hot, fresh topic. He said no one's taking Aquaman away from him, but he said he also plans on playing other characters. Or that extends to other characters too. So it makes it sound like he is still going to be our Aquaman, but he's also going to play some other characters as well. I'm so confused, but I just trust James Gunn so much that I will wait and see what happens. But Jason Momoa, if I had to pick and choose, I would sacrifice his Aquaman for him to be Lobo, because that is just the perfect casting. I'm gonna miss the Flash. It's time to cross the finish line. Hello, I found you through your Wednesday reactions. Just finished up your Sandman ones. Really love how you push through plot and find the humanity in everything. Thank you. That is my main goal most of the time, is more than anything, just try to understand the characters and what we can take away from it, you know? There's an idealist buried in my cynicism somewhere, still. Do you think they're keeping James Gunn's Suicide Squad cast in the new DCEU, or is he rebooting the bin for them? I still think we're going to be keeping some people, some familiar faces, and changing others. At least Glenn's doing well in Invincible. That is true. That is true. How's Pop-Tart doing? New Year. Happy New Year, Barry. Getting some love in the chat. She's being a brat. Stopped locking her out of the room when we're trying to sleep now. So like, because it's like a catch-22. If I lock her out, she'll wake up in the middle of the night and she'll just sit outside the door scratching and crying until someone wakes up and does something. The opposite of that is you let her in to sleep with you, she'll just trot around and bop you in the head or climb over everything making all kinds of noise until she just calms down. There's no winning with this cat, man. Drives me insane. But then she's just so damn cute. How can you not get mad? Even though I do. I find a way. You're going to get the 8-pack of all the villains and 3 Spider-Man from No Way Home. There's a new Matt Murdock Funko Pop from No Way Home releasing in a couple months. I want the one from the actual Daredevil show. I saw that one, but I'm not all that invested in getting it. Have you watched the whole season of that 90s show, or do you watch the episodes one a day and then post them? I don't know if you're here for that. I've only watched the first 5 episodes. Last night I watched episodes 3 through 5 in one setting. Yeah, I try to do as much as I can in one setting when they're released in bulk like this, but like for stuff like the Umbrella Academy, which I'm doing weekly, I watch that once a week. I just pick a day in the week, record it, and then I just give myself the rest of the week to get it YouTube ready. Really enjoying your Rocky stuff too. One of my favorite franchises. I'm in love with it right now. I would have never thought I would have enjoyed it so much. Happy New Year's to you too. Well, she's taken over all the blankets in the house. That is so true. Pop-Tart the Conqueror. If you got a chance to go to a Marvel premiere for only 3 movies out of Phase 5 and 6, from Ant-Man to Secret Wars, which would you choose? Secret Wars. Movies. Deadpool 3, Secret Wars, Deadpool 3, and Guardians probably. You also have so many pops. Hell yeah. Either way, gonna meet every cast member and Kevin Feige. That'd be awesome. I have 3 Funko Pops and mostly just buy Legos. For your little stop motion things. People knock on Phase 4 for not being interconnected and jumbled mess. Well, I say this. Just building block phase, like Phase 1, is not really connected except for Nick Fury being in the movies. No, I'm right there with you. In response to watching Campaign 3 of Critical Role having spoilers, very fair point. But watching Campaign 1 before the events of the show is a great idea. Interesting to see how different some parts of the story are. Yeah, I thought that'd be better because like it'll just inform on the characters on stuff that I haven't seen or that they planned on skipping over. The adventures before Vox Machina, you know. Thought that was fine. We'll do that. That's still what I plan on doing. I'm still very, very, very slowly making through it. Maybe DC's new Phase 1 will start as soon as 2025. Possibly. We'll have to wait and see. And apparently Unmasked Tobey Maguire Spider-Man Funko Pop is the only Spider-Man No Way Home collector's corpse that has not come out yet. I've seen this discussed a lot on social media, but if you could have any game get an HBO adaptation like The Last of Us, what game would it be? This is kind of funny, but because an adaptation for this in live action has been made within the last year already by someone else, and I did not like it at all. Halo! God damn it. I would trust HBO to maybe do it right. Even if there is a lot of connections to the games through just tertiary lore drops and name drops and stuff like that, it is absent of the feeling of it, and it just drives me mad. That was one of the few times where I do feel like I wasn't that great at removing my bias from my reactions to that show. As a generic sci-fi show, I didn't think it was terrible. It may have been above average to average. As a Halo show, I thought it was terrible. It had some moments that were decent, but as a show, it was awful. Anything else? I don't know if I would want like an HBO Final Fantasy show. Some stuff I feel like just needs to stay in that, or at least be like animated. Like an animated Final Fantasy movie or show I think would work. I don't know how I'd feel about a live action Final Fantasy game or show. So if I wanted like an HBO adaptation, I would probably go with Halo. Just get that shit away from Paramount and Showtime. Whoever the fuck has it right now. From, what was it? Peacock? Was it on Peacock? What was it on? Shit. No, Paramount Plus. That's what it was on. It was on Paramount Plus. God damn. It was, oh, so frustrating. HBO Pokemon. Oh god, that would be interesting. A live action Pokemon movie. I mean, hell, Detective Pikachu I thought was really good as far as adaptations go, but I don't know. That's where I would go. My first thought is immediately to Halo because it's got so much depth, so much rich lore that it's just untapped and unmined, and it just felt so wasted. For all the stuff that they added that is completely absent, the changes they made, which made no sense and just makes it more convoluted, it's just so fucking annoying. Who do you think the villain of the Thunderbolts movie will be? The government. I don't know. Red Hulk or Abomination are my guesses. I'm only watching Last of Us. Hell yeah. What if Secret Wars ends with a total reset of the MCU like in the comics ending with a big bang? That's what I thought. That's something I've thought about. I've mentioned that before. We'll see. Classic Scooby-Doo is having a revival right now due to Velma, which is funny to me. That's hilarious. I was born in 1980. Hell yeah. Mr. Incorporated, where are you? That's What's New Scooby-Doo. Be Cool Scooby-Doo. Scoob. All great shows, and I think the writers just Google search Scooby-Doo. Hanna-Barbera would be rolling in the grave scene. Okay, I mentioned this in discussion about this, not on the channel, but elsewhere, about, I hate that phrase, oh, X creator would be rolling in their grave right now. You heard that so much with Rings of Power, which I don't think would be true, to be fair. You hear that all the time from the white letter red text group, you know. But like, this is the one time where I found myself being like, you know, I think Hanna-Barbera would probably fucking shit himself right now if he saw any of this. Like, legitimately, it is the antithesis of everything that, like, their studio stood for. Tsukubi can't be in this because he'd definitely bite Velma. Hell yeah. Have you ever had the feeling where you want to make a video, but you're too lazy to do it? I got that feeling right now. All the time. All the time. A lot of that just becomes because, like, a lot of the time I'm losing sleep. It's either because I'm working on editing something, or I feel like I didn't have enough time to just chill or relax or do something myself, because I'm either doing work, my day job stuff, you know, hanging out with the people in my life, or, you know, working on the channel stuff. So then I'm just like, man, I want to watch this person's reactions to this. I still haven't watched this movie, I haven't watched this, I haven't played this game, and it doesn't leave a lot of room for that. So sometimes I'm just like, mentally just like, I don't want to hit play. I don't. But I always push through it. I always kind of, once I start going, like, it's easy to get in the groove of what I'm watching. There's very rarely, if any, that I can think of that once I hit play, I just wasn't into the entire video. There may have been like one episode of The Flash where the episode was just really bad that I wasn't able to actually get into, and I think one of those episodes I was just really beating on this episode. But like, most of the time, once I start watching something, I focus on it, and whatever feeling I had goes away. But it's just that ramp up, that build up, that the motivation just to start it is always the biggest hurdle for me sometimes. Let's see. Some people are saying that it's going to be Sentry in Thunderbolts. I don't know how that would work, but okay. Love that you're playing with a sonic screwdriver, which I also have. Hell yeah. I've got this one. And these are the only ones I've managed to get so far over the years. That's it. I've just got these four. But yeah, I just keep playing around with them. If I have the Matt Smith one in my hand, I will just like open and close it on end, and it's just so loud. I work at Marvel, creative team, graphic design, and out of all the shows and movies confirmed, I'm the most nervous about Marvel Zombies series. Can't help but feel like it's not going to go well. It's the one out of all the other stuff that they've actually, I would say, after what they've revealed about the Spider-Man animated series, I think that's the one I'm the least excited for. Like, almost nothing about it excites me. The Marvel Zombies things, I also wasn't feeling or vibing with. I didn't really kind of care for it. But when they announced it was actually going to be, like, their first M-rated animated series, I was like, huh, okay. We'll see how it goes. Do you have a favorite Mario game? I'm very biased towards Super Mario Bros. 3 because that was the one I played the most as a kid. Plus, Tanuki Suit, man. Come on. Aside from that, Mario 64. I haven't played a Mario game that's not Mario Party, Mario Kart, or any other various Mario playing a sport game. I've never played like a dedicated Mario game since 64. Haven't played Galaxy, haven't played Odyssey, haven't played Sunshine, haven't played the new... I may have played like a little bit like a level of or two of the new Super Mario Brothers game on like Wii U or whatever. That barely counts because it's basically a remake of the original style. But I don't know. Super Smash Brothers count? Otherwise, I'll probably go with Mario 64, actually. Where do the Eternals go at the end of their movie? No idea. Love that you're playing with Sonic Screwdriver. Oh, you're just fixing your sentence from before. Forgot the actor's name, but for Human Torch, I would choose Red Ranger Billy. Oh shit. Dacre Montgomery. Yo, yeah, he would be a really good Johnny Storm now that you mention him. I would second that, actually. Ventured off in search of their friends and other Eternals, drifting off somewhere throughout space and time. Whips. Whips indeed. I meant the ones that went with Erisham. They're with Erisham, wherever the hell that is. I like Gwen Powell from Top Gun Maverick to play. Oh, he's another good pick, actually. He's got that arrogant vibe, but with heart. Very much like Johnny. You're not wrong. And with, like, if we went the John Krasinski and Emily Blunt route, he would fit in that age range, too, I think. A helicopter just flew over your house. Hope everything's okay. Have you ever watched The Librarian, or the sequel TV show The Librarians, with Noah Weil? The show is with Regine. It's fun. I've never heard of it, actually. Everyone is hating on HBO Max for Velma, and I'm still sitting here pissed that they took three seasons of the Flintstones off the service. And also, nice to have you back and whining. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, there's that, but like their removal of all of those Looney Tunes episodes, I saw that and I was like, what are you doing over here? What the fuck? Like, it's ridiculous, man. Alright, isn't Hasbro or something making their own Power Rangers series on Netflix? I always wanted an animated series of PR. I'm not sure how you feel about that instead of live action. I'd actually be down for that. Like, if they did like an adaptation of the Boom comics, that would be epic. Or even just their own spin-offs. But yeah, supposedly Hasbro is trying to build out this whole like Power Rangers plan, but we've not seen anything from it as of yet. Because it said all these things are going to interconnect, they're going to do new stuff, they're going to branch out, they're going to do things to honor the old fans, they're going to do this and that and all that. There's supposed to be a new movie coming out and all that too. We've not really seen anything. I think the first thing we're seeing from them is the reunion special that's coming out soon. That's it. But yeah, I would totally be okay with an animated series because you can do all the epic stuff that you can't really do in live action. I mean, you're not really limited to stock footage either or shooting your footage. Be really cool. Spider-Man versus Catwoman. Spider-Man would whoop the shit out of Catwoman. It's not even a fight. Are you going to do any more Disney Pixar movie reactions if they win the polls? I don't know. I mean, I might if I like feel just up to it on my own. But Inside Out was it won the poll for the members and stuff like that. So that was the main reason that happened. But I do want to eventually actually finally watch Up. Thank you, Omni, for recommending StreamYard for YouTube live streams. It was the first live stream the other day, and it worked great. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad that worked out for you. Yeah, if anybody ever asks me for advice, like in the comments or messaging me or anything like that, I always try to help with like the logistics of doing stuff like this. Have you ever played the Telltale Walking Dead games? Every single one of them. I streamed them all when I was really deep into Twitch for a long time. I don't have like the VODs or anything anymore, I don't think. Do I? Did I put these up here? Hold on. Oh, I did. So it's still public, okay, because I wasn't sure. I have my full wait. Oh, I don't think I. Oh, that sucks. Well, I have episode 1, my playthrough of episode 1 of the final season on my playlist, but I think I lost the rest of it. I do have all of A New Frontier on the channel, though, if you want to check those out. But, yeah, I've played them all, but, damn, that sucks. That I don't have all of the final season on here. Hold up. Maybe I just didn't add them to the playlist. Nope. Shit. That sucks. I've only got the VOD for final season. The first one. That sucks. But yeah, I've played them all, and they're fantastic. Spider-Man is probably my favorite PlayStation game in general. It's just so much fun. Atom Smasher versus the Wasp after Black Adam. The Wasp. Disney animated shows are way better than their live action, which aren't necessarily bad, but the animated stuff can be really good, like the Owl House and other shows. I really would like to watch Owl House one of these days. I've seen a couple of episodes, but not too much. Maybe once it's finished, journey down that road. But like the Disney afternoon was where I was at, man. Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Goof Troop. What's another one? I'm missing one. Hell, the Aladdin animated series was pretty fun. Bonkers was one I watched a lot. Then, of course, later we got Kim Possible, which I was obsessed with. After that, I didn't really watch anything, but the DuckTales reboot is one of the best shows, especially reboots that I've seen in a long time. I think it is vastly superior to the original. Scarlet Witch versus Scarlet from The Boys. Scarlet Witch, man, that's not even a fight. Top 3 anticipated films of this year. The D&D movie is my number 1, I think, still. Ant-Man. And then, there's so many movies that I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But I'm probably going to go with John Wick 4 as my next. When I get to season 7 of Walking Dead, I'll let you know. Fair enough. Henry Cavill would be better as Doom over Reed. Did somebody suggest Cavill for Reed? I definitely think sitcoms on streaming is a lot harder to do. You don't have that live feedback to improve your season as you go along like you would with the 20-episode live sitcom. That is very true. That is very true. You're gonna watch Scooby-Doo, watch James Gunn's movies. That is also true, except for what they did to Scrappy, man. I never liked Scrappy in the cartoon either, but like, it was a little weird, man. Hey man, if anyone wants to give me money, I'd love to buy a house. I think that's a good example of just how far behind I'm at. I'm like 27 minutes behind at this point. Homelander, Omni-Man, knock at your door. What are you doing? I could throw milk at Homelander and distract him, but Omni-Man, I got nothing. I'll just hide. Remember 10 months from the Marvel's New World Order. It's true. I just remembered Far From Home to Black Widow was a full 2 years. Talking about anime, have you seen Chainsaw Man? If not, I would love to see your reaction. I've not yet. I was a little like apprehensive to start another anime because again, I'm very trepidatious of diving into that spectrum. I've only been reacting to Attack on Titan, the final season, because I've watched all of it on my own before doing any of it on the channel, which sucks because that would have been a wild journey to record. But I've been watching the final season of that, which I'm going to be covering on the channel, and then Bleach, because that's just one of the big ones that I really loved growing up. So I'm always trepidatious about jumping into another anime because one, YouTube's always real dangerous and it's just new to the channel and all that. So I'm always I'm not sure how to do, but I might dive into it once I've been thinking about diving into it. I've been debating about diving into that or maybe starting something like My Hero or Demon Slayer. Something that I know a lot of people have been big on lately that I haven't watched anything of. But we'll see. I would like to. Not to offend you, but I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts. But my niece got me a t-shirt and pin for Christmas as she figured I'd be into it. I should be. So I'm gonna get into it now. Yay! If you need help, just let me know. If you have questions, let me know. It is not the easiest story to follow. Again, I think people overhype how complicated it is and convoluted it is. While it is convoluted, if you play the games in order, it makes sense. You can make sense of it in the game's own world and internal logic. But it's still, when you don't have time between games and stuff like that to really kind of ponder it all, it can be information overload at times. But I got you. I'm a lore book for all of it. So anyway, I bought the Kingdom Hearts box set. I love Disney, so I was excited to play it, but I still haven't finished the first one. Finish it. I'll get my Keyblade and I will bop you all. Should be getting some DC Studios projects announced within the next 10 days. So they said. We're still waiting. If they can get their shit together. I hope so too. Hope so too. What sort of music do you listen to? I can't always be movies and TV. I really only listen to music when I'm in a car. When I'm driving somewhere, that's usually the only time. And anymore, I listen to more podcasts than I do music. But I still like my alternative rock. I still like, I like a lot of show tunes because I love like singing around to a good little bop. Stuff from like musicals. I love my heavy metal. I like a lot of music. The only thing I don't really have anything at all on my playlist or on my phone is country. I don't really have any country at all. Well, I have like 2 Rascal Flatts songs, and that's like it. But aside from that, it's mostly like stuff like Disturbed, Skillet, Metallica, Linkin Park, Utada Hikaru, bunch of different musicals that I listen to, like Wicked, High School Musical, Backstreet Boys, not a musical, but that, Wicked, Rent. I have some OSTs on there as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff, man. The Chipmunks, of all things. My playlists are insane. Right now, though, if I'm getting in the car and I don't find a podcast I want to listen to, I've been listening to Casey Edwards songs from Devil May Cry, Bury the Light, and Devil Trigger, because those songs are just hype as fuck. Last time Wanting the Omni happened was November 12th. Yep, yes it was. Of course I hugged my niece and told her how much I loved it. The Keyblade pin is sweet though. Hell yeah. I think you can play both just fine, to be honest. Lobo is Stan Lee's favorite DC character. I didn't know that. Do you have a favorite video game live action adaptation? Ooh, I would say up until this point, I think my personal favorite, and this is until we gotta wait until The Last of Us concludes before I jump the gun and throw it out there. Barring The Last of Us, my favorite live action video game adaptation to date, I think is still the original Mortal Kombat. I think it, aside from the blood, guts, and gore, I think it captures the idea and essence of it real fun, real well. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. Blah, 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 blah. You're gonna give me a aneurysm, Stixie. What's up, chat? Got approved for my first apartment, so I'm pumped, but also nervous. The first one is always intimidating at first, but congratulations, Jay. And also, thank you for all the help and support, man. Welcome to the chat. I am not reading every single one of your jokes, Stixie. God, there's so many, you're just blasting them off. Netflix got that live action Pokemon show happening, I think. Really? I haven't heard anything. Oh yeah. I haven't heard anything about that though since they announced it. That was announced a long time ago though. Hey Omni, what do you think about the Killmonger cameo in Black Panther Wakanda Forever? I liked it. I was expecting it though. I knew that was coming. Not because like a leak or a spoiler or anything, but like because it just made sense to bring things kind of full circle with everything that's going on. And I really liked it. I did. I really did. Hey man, hope you're liking that 90s show. I just finished it with my mom. I am on episode 5. I'll be watching episode 6 either tonight or tomorrow when I have some more time. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Hell yeah. When you have free time, you want to watch something you've never seen like Rocky, can you watch the TMNT live action movies? Well, problem, I've seen all of those. I mean, I've got the collector's stuff. I've got I can't show them because if I take them down, it'll be a pain in the ass to set them back up. But I've got like the super high quality figures from the original film. I love that original film. That's such a good movie. I love those movies. 3. I can do without TMNT 3. But the animated TMNT, technically TMNT 4, the animated CGI one that came out not too long ago. Well, not too long ago, man. That was a long time ago now, actually, technically. Dude, that made me cry because it was so good. Yeah, I love those movies. I've seen them too many times. I don't even know if I could do a justifiable like rewatch and be like, oh, it's been a long time since I watched this. I wonder what's going to happen. Like, especially the first one and 2, I could probably recite everything that's going to happen verbatim. We're absolutely feasting right now. Last of Us, Vox Machina, 90s show, an absolute metric ton of awesomeness. What's my current favorite out of the 3? Out of everything I'm watching right now? Whew. Probably Vox. I love Last of Us, but like Vox is just a damn good time. Feel good, great animation, epic, adult. Give it. Last of Us, it makes it. I'm always hard like to pick something that's really like heavy to watch. But like, it's also just been one episode, so like I don't want to jump the gun. But right now, I would have to argue Vox. Vox is definitely my favorite out of what I'm watching right now. That could change as we get deeper into The Last of Us, but we'll see. We'll see. What about you guys? I hate Velcro. God damn it. I got tricked into reading your thing. Michael didn't go to bed until 8 a.m. today. You're right, I didn't. Shut up! And that was also too, I was editing and uploading the reactions that came out this morning until like 4 in the morning. And then I spent the next 4 hours watching this, what's his actual channel's name? GOT Games. His reactions to Attack on Titan at 1.25 speed, so I can kind of get through them I've been eating them up, man. If I have a moment between anything and I don't have any other people's stuff to watch, I've been watching his entire Attack on Titan journey, and it's so much fun. And yeah, I finally found a point I was comfortable with stopping at earlier today, and it wasn't until 8 a.m. Free time is so important. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, on weekends out of school, trying to make a video, but stop motion is tiring. 12-minute video at 1765 frames. That's crazy. The screwdrivers are cool. Thank you. Oh no, Jason Momoa is playing 2 DC characters, not like Chris Evans was Captain America and the Human Torch. I know, right? Luigi's Mansion? I've never played Luigi's Mansion. We've talked about that. I've never played any of those. So it's definitely not mine, but maybe you're saying that's yours? I don't recall, actually. One guy I watched spent 3 years making stop motion. It was 1 hour, 41 minutes. Oh my God. Yeah, that stuff takes forever. That is also true. Oscar Isaacs has been in 3 Marvel properties at this point. There's a place next to me that sells weird flavored sodas, and I'm trying to pumpkin pie flavored soda, and holy shit, does it really taste like pumpkin pie? Heartstopper is a really sweet show, but I'm not sure if it suits the vibe of your channel either. You'd get lots of views though. You should watch it to see Yasmin, who will be playing Rose in Doctor Who. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. And I think one of the kids, one of the guys is going to be playing in one of them. I don't know. And something coming up, I think. I might, because like Chernobyl, I watched that one because I wanted to, It's also very different from what we cover on the channel a lot of the times, but like I wanted to watch it to familiarize myself with the guy that's going to be bringing us The Last of Us, and it actually did pretty well. So might do the same with Heartstopper. I don't know. A lot of you seem to be wanting it. Maybe I'll put it out. Maybe I'll put something out for you guys. It's only like 20-some minutes. It's like half-hour episodes, isn't it? It's not a lot. Because I did look at it when it came out to ponder whether or not I wanted to check it out. But if I do, maybe it'll be closer to season 2 to get that SEO boost. But we'll see. Making stop motion as long as Omni trying to catch up with chat. How dare you? You probably get this a lot on me, but you'd like the awesome. The comedy is on timing, and you don't have to watch it. But I don't have to watch it. Fair enough. Hello at work. Right now, just popped in to say hi. I'm loving all the content. Thanks for covering that 90s show. Thank you for hanging out and stopping in for a hot minute. I hope work goes well for you. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I didn't know how I was going to do. I didn't know how people were going to react to it at all as people, like whatever. I was talking to Greg about this too, because I know he wasn't going to cover it, but I was like, we were talking about all the content coming out here, and I was talking to him. I was like, you know, I'm doing that 90s show. I didn't have too many strong convictions about it, but I was like, dude, I do the things I enjoy. This one, I'm just going to do it for me. You know, I'm editing it because I know it's not going to pay for itself if I have like help editing it. So I'm just doing it on my own, or at least that was my perception. I don't know. It's doing pretty well. It might end up coming back around, but that 70s show is on my top 10 all-time favorite shows ever. Like if you find my video where I talk about my top 10 favorite shows, which is on the channel, which I need to reshuffle some of these things because Stranger Things is going on that list. I just need to decide what I'm removing. But that 70s show is on there, and I would not be okay with myself if I didn't put this out there, you know, because I love the show so much. I'm really loving the stream. It's been about 2 hours long. Yeah, we're going over a little bit today. I'm going to try to catch up. I'm still just as behind. You might watch Up. That's going to be good. The sad thing about Up is like I've seen the opening. I've seen the opening that everybody talks about. I just haven't seen the rest of the movie. Because I heard everybody talking about the opening, like when it came out, and I was like, what are they talking about? I was like, the openings, you will cry. And I was like, I watched it, and I was like, oh my God, this is really sad. Who knows? Maybe the second time around it'll hit me even more when I'm watching it in context, but we'll see. I may have missed the question as I got here. Have you finished that 90s show yet? Overall thoughts? I'm only on episode 5 currently. I haven't actually watched all of it yet. But yeah, go check out their reactions, man. Callow Can Fly. They got some great stuff over there. I've been actually subbed to them for a while on my personal account, actually. Have you finished that 90s show yet? No. I'm going to try to finish it in the next couple of days. With Last of Us coming out tomorrow, I still have a couple other things to edit with Vox Machina dropping 3 episodes every weekend. A little rough, but I'll finish them throughout the rest of the week, I think. But yeah, man, loving it. Librarians is fun. It's like Doctor Who meets Indiana Jones. Okay, that's an interesting premise. I might check it out. You should have watched more episodes of The Outhouse with me. Yeah, you're not wrong. For real, Outhouse is awesome. Due for Barry. One of these days. Phineas Ferb is top tier. I think they're doing more episodes. I've never watched that. Never watched that. Phineas Ferb is like SpongeBob level show. Okay. I mean, I know a lot of people love it, but it was past my time. Have you been up to date with any of the Wizard of the Coast D&D discussion discarding their open gaming license? Seems like 90% resolved, but man, that was rough. Oh yeah. It took me a little bit to even understand what it all meant, because it was a lot of legal mumbo jumbo, but it was, once I got my grasp on it, I was like, oh wow, they are really just trying to pull the carpet out from under so many people right now. And that leaked memo that came out, talking about the fans and stuff like that, yeah, it's a whole mess. I did see that they released an updated version, which most people seem to be a lot better with. But I haven't read the details on it. But I have heard so far that overall things start to be smoothing out. But they got public whiplash real quick. So yeah. I wasn't subscribed to D&D Beyond. I just have a normal account. My DM is, and he shares a lot of that stuff with us through that. But yeah, when you had en masse people like sending a message using their wallets, because that's how you send a message to these companies, man. They reacted swiftly. Yeah, Librarians is fun, campy, a perfect thing to watch when you just want to relax. Huh, I'll have to check it out. Come to my house and bow down, say you love filter mites. No. There's 12 episodes of Chainsaw Man, so you'll be fine. One advice, though, you will be disgusted by a scene, though, I think. I've seen Parasite and Dead Man Wonderland. I would be surprised if I saw something in this that would viscerally, like, make me go, bleh. But who knows? This whole thing, from what have heard about it, is just about the brutality of it and the horniness. Favorite kind of dessert? I mean, is it technically a dessert? But an Oreo Blizzard is my favorite, like, dessert kind of snack. So I'll probably go with that. My Hero Academia, bitch. I tried showing you that. I know, but like, I don't know. It was at a time when I wasn't really feeling much anime. I was kind of in an anime burnout. And I don't know. I've been wanting to try more anime again. Because like, aside from all the ones I grew up with, which was a lot, I took a step back from it for a long time, and it wasn't really until Attack on Titan that I really started watching any again. And then, of course, Bleach, because it was a continuation of one that I already loved. It's always hard. The hardest thing for me anymore, and you guys know this with all the suggestions, it's always hard for me to know what to start or be motivated to start something. Because if I'm going to end up investing time in it, like, I got to kind of know I'm going to go in and it's not going to be a waste of my time. And with a lot of anime, I've always been kind of on the fence about that. But here lately, I've just been a little more open to it since I've kind of been diving back into that a little bit more. And with Demon Slayer, that was one too that a lot of people were really getting into. But it was the art style that I was really put off by. I just didn't, something about the artwork, the posters, the images I saw for it. I don't know, it didn't vibe with me too much. But then I saw this clip of one of the fight scenes in it, and it looked awesome. So I was like, well, maybe the art style, I just have to get over it or get used to it or something like that. My Hero, honestly, I just don't really know about it. We watched the first 2 episodes, I think, and then we didn't continue. And it wasn't like my fault. Acting like, yeah, you tried to show it to me, and then like we just both didn't feel like watching the next episode. That's not all on me. How dare you? No, I'm messing with you, but we'll see. Now that season 2 is coming, you have to see Good Omens. That's another thing. Me and Barry, we watched the first 3 we've watched first 3 episodes of that, and we haven't finished it. It's another thing we started and we haven't finished. But yeah, there's a season 2 of that coming out, but I've already seen the first 3 episodes, so I don't really know how to handle that other than just finish the first season. What's my favorite Omni quote? I don't know. No idea. Whoops. The best part of that 70s show to me was the actors clearly laughing. Laura and Mila were so easy to catch breaking character. I hope they bring that to that 90s show if it continues. Jesus. Can't read. My wife and I reacted to Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, My Hero. They all have their merits, but you cannot beat Attack on Titan. So that's the thing too. It's just kind of funny, and I feel bad about it because I'm really enjoying GOT's reactions. I don't know his actual name actually, but his reactions to Attack on Titan. It's his very first anime ever, and his audience started him with Attack on Titan, and I'm just like, he's talking about, he's raving about it, man. He's like in the sauce now about the whole thing. And it's just like, I never knew anime could be like this and all this stuff. And then it's just like, He was like, did you guys ruin anime for me? I was like, I think you kind of did. I mean, Naruto is my personal favorite anime, but Attack on Titan is better than Naruto. As far as writing and overall quality, I think Naruto is just like, they're hard to compare. They're very different. But like, it's like going in and watching like the first couple of seasons of Game of Thrones when it was at its peak, and then watching like Real Housewives when you're watching most other anime. There's just, or a CW show. Like, it's like watching Game of Thrones or The Last of Us or Breaking Bad and then tuning in to watch Riverdale. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to vanish now. Doctor Strange. Your mama cooks sticky butts. Okay. Can't wait for season 2. Got my mom and friend to watch season 1 and they loved it. You have to go. Take care, Sixie. Thank you for stopping in and spamming us with all these messages. I think this summer, no official date yet. Oh, really? We watched half of Good Omens, but haven't finished it yet. Did I ever watch Ben 10, my personal favorite show? I watched the original series. I don't remember all of it, but I watched, I think, most of it. I don't know if I ever finished it. And then I watched the one where they were teenagers. Shit, what was that one called? I also didn't finish it. But whatever the next one after that was. When it got past that, I was like, all right, I think I'm done. Phase 5 through 6 excitement. Secret Wars, Deadpool, Daredevil, Hang, Dynasty, Fantastic Four, Cap 4, Thunderbolts, Ant-Man, Blade, Loki, Guardians, Secret Invasion, Agatha, Echo, The Marvels, Ironheart. Fair. Atla is going to have a live-action show in Netflix. It is. And supposedly the original creators are actually back on board now and are making some changes to it. So, I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers, but like I'm still apprehensive about the whole idea of adapting it. But they did say that Avatar Studios is helping them with the story, and there will be new lore that is added to the live-action series adaptation that is going to be canon to the actual Atla world in the animated series. So that's also a confusing take. But I cannot wait for the Zuko animated film that's going to be coming out in 2025. Watch Batman vs. TMT. I already have. It was great. What's up, Bransky? I'm doing good. How are you? We just hanging out and chilling. I'm trying to catch up with the chat so I can break and do some editing. I don't want to leave everybody hanging. Tasting music everywhere. It's so random. Go from Buble to Iron Maiden. Oh, I know. Sorry, I just read that wrong. I'm dumb. Am I excited for TMNT Mutant Mayhem? The hell's that? I don't know what that is. Ultron Legendary Defenders. That's also a good show. Fuck, you're right. Fine. Ghost of Tsushima. I want that. Fuck Halo. No, I'm not. No, I do want a good adaptation of Halo. But Ghost of Tsushima was brilliant. That game was so good. And they are making a live-action adaptation of it, but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. I watch. Oh, you're talking about the Voltron reboot series. Yeah, I haven't watched any of that. I watched the original though. His Dark Materials is great. I think it's a brilliant adaptation. I've also heard that it's really good. So we'll have to wait and see and figure that out. There's just too much shit, man. There's 2017 superhero show Stretch Armstrong with Flex Fighters that no one knows about. Clint's in it too. I remember Stretch Armstrong when I was growing up, but I didn't know they even made anything remotely new about that. So there's out of nowhere, but I'm pretty sure one of the Heartstoppers actors is in His Dark Materials, so that made me think of it. Oh, interesting. What video game are you looking forward to? Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. Honestly, I don't even know of what games are coming out. I can tell you, I'm not looking forward to that Suicide Squad game at all. Oh, Spider-Man 2 on PS5. I think that's definitely one of my most anticipated games. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. That's a huge one. Final Fantasy 16. That's another one. They're just kind of flooding to me right now. I'm kind of blanking on anything else at the moment. There's probably some other ones that I'm thinking of, but again, it's just more stuff that I'm probably not going to have time to play. You should subscribe or watch this YouTuber called Movie Fusion. He does the same thing you do, reacts to shows, but also not the same thing. I'll have to look into it. You shut up one of these days. That's my default response when I get like a request. Yes. I feel Up has these things so sweet and sad after the opening, although the song really does show a lot of those scenes. Heartstopper is aimed at a younger audience, but the sweetness and wholesome vibes kind of cross over to everyone. It's nice to see that kind of show for a change in what seems to be an angry world recently. That's what I heard a lot of people say. It was a very warm and welcoming show. In response to the D&D, OG, yeah. Seems like since Hasbro got D&D and Magic, they've been trying to extremely monetize their content. Oh yeah, D&D 1, once that comes out, that's gonna be an interesting hit to the community, I feel like. But presumably that was still gonna be a couple years away. Just awesome to see how responsive the community was against it, for sure. Yeah, Velma and Chainsaw Man have the same thing, the horniness. Librarians was made by the same people who made Leverage. Never watched that. Don't know what that. I don't know what Leverage is. And I'm in trouble, I guess. Okay, I finished the stop motion editing. Yeah. Oh, with desserts, I gotta know, are you a pancake or waffle guy? Waffle. Fortunately, the audience is not that sweet. They didn't they force the actors to come out after harassing him because they thought he was a straight guy playing a bi? I don't know. Didn't hear anything. You said you didn't like it. What? I don't remember what we're talking about at this point. You're thinking of checking out Librarians. I'd recommend 3 movies first. Anyone excited for the final season of Barry? That's another one I need to watch eventually. Barry. I hear it takes a while to get into. Season 2 onwards, a lot better. I've heard there's some I've seen one fight from it. I don't know when it is or where it is. But the fight was crazy good. You can react to the first 3 as long as you make it clear it's not blind. You might not remember it much. Do a review of the first 3 and then go from there. For Good Omens. I was a little confused there for a second. Alien Force. Was that Alien Force? Yeah, okay. You're right. It's better than the 2010 Last Airbender movie. That was hot garbage. It better be better. Yeah, that was infuriatingly bad. Mark Hamill saying he won't be Joker again without his Batman made me love him even more. Yeah, that little tweet it just made me sad, man. I'm good. Went back to home after Show of Hope event. Got some footage for a deep dive video about the time WB politician attempted to clone his son. Also recently started The Boys. Hell yeah. Get it. And the theatrical Ninja Turtles movie releasing this year from Seth Rogen. Is it? Is that coming out this year? I didn't know it had a name attached to it. Did I watch Puss in Boots 2? I have not seen any of the Shrek spinoff, so I haven't seen Puss in Boots 1, 2, or the new one. I need to go watch Clerks 3. It's not for everybody, but I love it. Jedi Survivor. Fuck that. I forgot that came out. This is coming out this year. That is definitely on my big list of games I'm going to play this year. So Squad kills the Justice League. Bad. The team sucks. The team can't even kill Batman. You need Deathstroke, Enchantress, Bloodsport, King Shark. Could stay. It just doesn't look good. Last year I watched all the Disney animated movies in order from Snow White to Encanto, which I enjoyed. Do you have a favorite Disney movie? Lilo and Stitch is my favorite Disney film. And I'm caught up. All right. We made it, I think. All right, guys. Thank you all. This was a very interactive return. I'm glad that we can do these again. And we will, every Saturday, assuming the internet holds, at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, thanks, guys, for all the support, the super chats, the conversations, and I'll see you guys in the next video, or I will see you guys in the next stream. Take care, everybody.